Good morning, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. It is Thursday. It's Friday coffee time. Coffee and tarot with EvaMarie. We get into how your weekend's gonna go, what's been going on with you, all the above. So, welcome to Coffee Time with EvaMarie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Cool. Okay. One second, guys. Oh. Hello, Miss Ashley. Into Friday Tarot with EvaMarie, and we're going to go ahead and get this thing up and running, maybe. So bear with me as I work with my birds chirping. It's not doing what it needs to. Let's try this. I haven't even got my candles lit yet. I was just like, let me just go ahead and jump on live. Now with me using a new platform, like I have to get this ready, then get that ready, and by that time my coffee's about halfway done. Anyways. How have you guys been? What's new? What is new, my people? Trying to figure out why this is not sharing in my pages. 1 second, guys. This needs to go to my page. Let me go ahead and share this video out, guys. 1 second, please. Share this group. Sorry, just sharing it out, everybody. Good morning, Roxanne. Hey, Madeline. Good morning, my loves. Good morning, good morning. All right. Turn that down. Okay. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to all y'all who are working, to all y'all who are chilling. Try doing this real quick. 1 second, guys. Where is my... Trying to get everything set up, guys. So as you guys know, I normally start when I get to 13. But what I'm trying to do is just get my payments all in the right section so we don't get bothered by that. Everyone asking, where's the payments at? I'm just going to put it on in there. Just going to put it on in there. That is there. It is in the bottom. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So, anyways, cutting out real bad. So is everybody else having issues with it cutting out? Let me know. Should be fine, but if you are getting a lot of cut out, let me know so I can solve it. Please and thank you. So let me know if everybody else is cutting out bad. Oh, I forgot to share it to my monitor. 1 second. Well, almost ready, guys. I apologize. Hello, Miss Azalea. Hello, hello, hello. One second. Yeah, I actually, this is my first live in a few weeks. I haven't been live myself lately. I have not. Okay. Let me open up this window over here so I get some cross ventilation going. Not sure how the weather was where you guys were, but last night here in Ohio, we had the biggest wind coming through here. It was nuts last night. It was hard to sleep. Hard to sleep. It was so windy last night. It was crazy. Anyways, cheers to you. Happy Friday. Yes, got my coffee in there. I'm turn on some of my candles. Yeah, I haven't literally been live. I literally have been purging, you know, some things that have happened from childhood and stuff like that. You know, when you guys do that shadow work, which is dealing with the stuff from your past, there's no rhyme or reason of how long it's going to take or anything. And even when you feel like you've gotten through it all, something will come forward and just be like, bam, look here, you didn't finish this. And I'm just like, okay, well, I thought I was good, but obviously I wasn't. And it was very emotional because I dealt with molestation and just random stuff when I was a child. And so I was literally dealing with that stuff, right? And it's never easy. And all we can do is learn to deal with our emotions and deal with ourselves better. That's key to dealing with anything spiritual, is that you learn how to deal with your emotions better and that you don't allow it to take you down those negative paths. And I was doing really good and I wasn't really thinking about it. But what happened is, because I am a medium, is that sometimes spirits will come through that are looking for they're looking for redemption in some sort of way. And my grandfather came through, and he was on my dad's side, and he wasn't the best man. He had, you know, molested a few of the children and done some stuff to me when I was smaller, and has since passed away. But I was fine with it. I mean, as far as, you know, has dealt with what he has done instead of let me take it down to those negative corridors. And when I say that it was really like he was coming to my dreams, like the man was coming to my dreams, and it was driving me crazy because that is either they're coming in my dreams or they're coming to me in, when I'm awake. And he had been on my mind. That's one side, is that they're on your mind. Or they come in your dreams. And I was just like, okay, why is he present? I've dealt with him. I don't particularly want to see him anymore. But Spirit had understood that every time he comes up in my mind, like, it does something to me. It angers me in a sense, right? And so Spirit was like, well, let's be sure that she's good to go. And I was like, I was really good. I didn't get angry this time. I was more so frustrated with his spirit. Thanks to my ancestors and spiritual communities for you. And so anyways, I channeled him. I dealt with it. And I pushed his ass right back up. But I had to also deal with those emotions more so than dealing with him, in a sense. You know what I mean? Sorry, guys. This is really random. And it's really just morning time. I washed my face, brushed my teeth. My hair is still wild from last night's shower. Anyways. So I dealt with it. Dealt with it. Because if you don't, you're going to wish you did. So I dealt with it. And I dealt with his energy and his spirit. And like I said, and then I woke up this morning just like feeling like the last couple mornings, just like completely felt like a completely different woman. And that's what happens when you're doing a lot of the spiritual work that you should be doing instead of letting yourself constantly stay in that negative atmosphere, right? Anyways, so let's start off here. Today's readings are going to be 20, 25, and 33. 20, 25, and 33. Trying to see why this app isn't updating this fast. Okay. We're going to start off with the collective reading. Ashley says, sometimes you have to take time for yourself. You are a strong woman. Girl. Sometimes literally I sit here and I question, like, some of the shit that I had to go through in life. You know what I mean? I was just like, ugh. And sometimes it comes up at the worst times when you don't feel like dealing with it. And you're just like, not today. And then they're just like, nope, you have to. Fine. Anyways, so I'm working on a new deck that I just got. It's a love deck. And it's not completely done. So hopefully I will unveil it, I would say by Sunday. And it's a love deck. So let me just show it to you guys real quick. So this is the Lover's Path Tarot. And I hope to unveil this on Sunday. Yes, I will be going live on Sunday. So I hope to unveil this bad boy on Sunday. And hopefully it hits on point for everybody. As you know, I always recenter all my cards and get them together. And this is the actual deck. I'm actually working on them now. And they're really pretty, very eclectic, very kind of like that old time feeling, right? So we'll get into some of these on Sunday, y'all. Sunday. Anyways, waiting for my coffee to kick in, guys. Hey, Miss Lisa. Hey, Miss Fran. Yes, girl, I'm early. because I know that to get to a lot of people, see, I used to do 2 lives a day, and I used to go live in the morning and then in the evening. And then yours truly decided to start getting lazy. And Spirit came to me the other day and was like, bitch, get your shit together. And I was like, okay. I was like, they're like, you have not been doing your work. You've been meditating, because I do meditate every day. They're like, but you have not been doing any work besides for your clients. You ain't been giving back like you normally do. You ain't been doing this. So Spirit put it on me, guys. They put it on me. And I was like, fuck. Sorry, I got a potty mouth today. So let me stop that before I end up not getting monitored or get demonetized or whatever. But anyways, so your girl was being checked by Spirit majorly. Yes, girl, knocked across my head. They were like, get your shit together. They're like, you are not where you need to be, and you know better than that. And so I literally got my spiritual scolding. It literally got my spiritual scolding. So your girl, I got it, Spirit. I'm good. I'm good. But good things are happening. So I just wanted to let you guys know, I will be, I know you guys probably have seen it posted, but this is just a verbally speaking. I will be doing a lot of traveling in the coming, hopefully by the end of the year. Hopefully we get up and moving by the end of, hopefully we get up and moving by fall, because I want to hit across the upper states. I want to hit across the upper states by the end of fall, because I don't want to hit the upper states through the winter. The goal is to hit up to go to Mount Shasta by the end of the year, and then drop down to Arizona by February. And then do some stuff in Texas with some friends and some of my spiritual sisters, and then head on over to New Orleans, and then go into Florida, and then make our way back to Ohio. And hopefully by the time we make it back to Ohio, it will be in the springtime. But there's one big situation. My husband's like, I don't think I could be away from home for that long. Really? 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 Because he's like, I really love our home, and I love the energy that's here. I was like, the energy is going to be the same in our bus or our RV, whatever we decide to get. Why are you tripping for? Whatever. I'm just like, whatever. And I'm not letting you put that doubt in our head. We're going. So, anyways, this is just random talk. I'm about to get to some readings now. Today's readings 20, 25, and 33. I should have made it 22, 25, and 33. Duh. But no, your girl had to be different. Just so random this today. It's Friday. Why not be a little random today? What, you guys got somewhere to go? What y'all doing today? How about South Jersey? Madeline says, glad you're back. Awesome. She also says, how about South New Jersey? Girl, I'm open to that. I'm open to going to Jersey. Hello, Samara. Azalea says, that sounds fun. I'd be so down. I have been wanting to do that also. Yes. Ashley, I got your Cash App, honey. Do you have a particular question, Miss Ashley? Or is it just a general reading, honey? So, I hope to be planning the route within the next month of exactly where we're going. I do have to hit Texas, girl. I have to hit Texas. I have a lot of family in Texas. I have some spiritual soul sisters in Texas, and one that's getting ready to move to Texas, and she's a single mom, and we're going to go out there and help her get acclimated and work on her house when she gets it up and running. So we have plans. And my dad is from Brownsville, Texas, which is in the southern, like very southern tip of Texas, and right near the border. So he's in Brownsville, Texas, or he was born in Brownsville, Texas. And so I plan on, and I've always wanted to see the land and where he grew up on, even if they sold it or whatever they decided to do with it. So I do want to go there and see the land and just connect to the energy of that area. So I was thinking like I'm gonna have to take Texas and just do a whole month of Texas. And the reason, if you go through Minneapolis area, Minnesota, girl, you know, they said, let me know for sure. Ashley says, packing up. We're going camping this weekend in our new camper. Awesome, Miss Ashley. Girl, I'm telling you, I want a camper so bad. I've been looking at one, and the guy hasn't gotten back to me, and it's really pissing me off because I really, really like it. And you know, when you really like something, and that's something that you really, really want, and I'm just like, ah. And then if it doesn't, they don't respond. You're waiting on someone else's time. Yeah. Whoever comes through for me, the biggest question I have, who has been visiting my kids a lot lately? Okay. Who has been visiting the kids? Okay. And any questions? Yes, so we're just looking at a lot of different options for sure. We are. And I actually do plan on going through Minneapolis and Wisconsin. We want to do Wisconsin Dells, so that's part of that whole trip thing too. No Canada on the list. Well, when it comes to Canada, first of all, if we did Canada, it's probably not going to be until next year sometime, like late next year sometime. But we're just kind of taking it easy, taking it slow, that kind of a thing. Says, let me know. Azalea says, let me know when you come down. I am the RG. Gotcha. New Jersey, please. Yes. Ashley says, we had the same problem with Facebook. We originally bought an old 89 Prowler Traveler trailer to fix up. We worked on it and sold it. Went to Gander Outdoor in Heber Heights, and they were awesome, helping us to find what we wanted in our budget. Awesome. I'm gonna have to check them out. I was trying to be very patient, and I was just like, and I really do feel like the universe is going to send me the right situation, because if we have to do a complete bus build out, I'm good with that. I'm good. My husband's I'm very much the draw. We both draw, but I'm very much, like to put things in place and stuff like that. So I was thinking, like, if we have to do a complete build out, we could do a complete build out as well. So that's an option. It's just that it's going to take a lot longer. I prefer just to get into the RV and just go, right? Let's just go. Anyways, let's start off with this collective read real quick. Collective read. Hello. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Cedric. Yes, Miss Jennifer, but it's going to be a second, honey. I'm doing a collective read, then I'm going to do a channeling, and then we'll try to get to you. Okay? Anyways, cheers to you guys. Happy Friday. All right. Start with the collective read. Somebody had me flipping the deck already. I'm open to flip. Okay. We're going to work with the Tattoo Tarot. All right. Hold on, let me get this off here. It's bothering me. Perfect. That's better. Okay. Oh, I'm starting to feel warm. I have to go put a t-shirt on. Should be in the upper 60s. Should be in the upper 60s soon. You need to share what's in that cup. It's literally coffee, y'all. It's coffee. If I do like this, hopefully y'all can see it. No, you guys can't see it. It is coffee though. Strong coffee. Why? Because I couldn't sleep because all that. It was so windy here. Like things were flying everywhere last night. And I was like, damn, sounds like a mini tornado out there. Jeez. Do you have time to do something if I pay now? Yes, ma'am. I'm going to do a quick collective. Then I'm going to do Miss Ashley, and then I could do you, Miss Madeline. As you know, paid readings go first, everybody. As a collective read, let's take a look. Share. Oh, well. I'll have you some coffee. All right. Ooh. Well. Let's take a look. Sorry, I forgot to light my sage this morning, which is not like me. I always light sage before I even start. All right. Okay. We do not do any, I don't accept anyone going to the lives and asking people to DM them or anything like that. So it would be kind if you guys could just knock that off before I have to go in here and block you. I really don't want to block you. But we do send you with light and love, and you find your own clients. So, okay. Anyways. Okay. And you guys can go on there because it is not letting me. Let's see here. It'll come up in a second. Anyway, so let's get on with this. Can somebody that is in the live tonight or today, can you guys go in here and block them for me? Whoever wants to do that. We have a spammer in the group, please. Thank you. Because I don't know why it's not letting me. I know it's not letting me even come in here to even block them. And it's driving me crazy. And if I do it on this app, it's going to completely kick me out. Not letting it get me there. Y'all just ignore them for now. And if I have to put a hex on them, I will put a hex on them. Yeah, I get down like that. I try not to, but I'm trying to be nice today. Okay? All right. I'm trying to be nice. Trying to be nice. So I can make them shrivel up. But I'll be nice. Okay? I'm going to be nice. Be calm. Be nice. Okay. So let's take a look at the collective read for the evening. For today. I keep on saying the evening. I think it's because I normally come on here in the evening, right? And so it's just really has me messed up right now. My whole timing is off because I normally am on here in the evening. Hold on, let me go out and then try to come back in here. Right? Hold on. Now I can do it. I had to go out and let's see if I can do that. I blocked them. Thank y'all. I had to go out and then come all the way back in. Lisa says, I definitely don't trust anyone in that type of energy to someone else. It's like, right? It's just like, ugh, go get your own stuff. You know, that stuff is so plain. It's annoying. Anyway. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Anyway, we're changing up the vibe. Changing it up. Okay. So, first cards that are coming out is the 10 of Cups in reverse position, also by the Queen of Cups in a regular position, and the Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, nice. So, we got lots of creative, positive energy in the works. I'm not exactly sure who this is for. This is the collective read. So, we have some positive things, but we also have some things that are going on in our home or our relationships that we need to release, right? So this 10 of Cups that is coming in a reverse position. This is literally where something is going on in somebody's home in which they need to switch it up. And so either there's lots of arguments, or like couples giving each other the stink eye is what they're showing me. And so it's just like that kind of a feeling. And so if you guys are having that kind of feeling in your relationship, we have to figure out, where is this coming from? Or if it's that kind of a feeling in your home, it's like, how can we change this up, right? This is an energy in which we want to continue to keep in the house. We don't want this stuff to stay in here. We truly want positivity in our house, right? So what can we do to switch it up? Anybody? What's she gonna say? Well, I'm gonna say that in order to switch it up, you have got to, first of all, recognize it, recognize where it's coming from, and do something about it. So because of that, we have to say, okay, we don't like this negative energy, and we don't like where this is going in the house. We need something different. You know, I light sage in the morning, and I open up. So I light my sage in the morning. Like, if you don't like the energy in your house, so I light sage in the morning, and I put it in my bowl or whatever you have, and I'll just set it on the table, or I'll set it. I have a little burn plate here on the corner of my desk, and I'll set it there. And I'll take my candles, especially if I'm doing work for somebody. I like to meditate and get it done in the morning. So I have candles going, I have money jars going, and I have my altar stuff going, and then I have a candle for Buddha. And literally for my candles, what I do, guys, is very, very simple. You take a tea light, and you can put, for me, I like to put lemongrass on here because I love the smell of lemongrass. You can put cinnamon on here, cinnamon oil. But if you want to use lemongrass, you put lemongrass on here, and you are setting the intention of it, right? And you're going to swirl it on in here. And as you swirl it on in here, then what you're going to do is you're going to take some cinnamon or some clove, and then you put that on here. And then I have a whole thing of roses. And so what I'll do is I'll take this rose petals, and I will sprinkle it on top. And then, so I normally have about, and I'm not joking, I have like 12 tea light candles going. And you guys see me start up the video. I was literally lighting all the tea lights. So I literally put rose on there. After all that, I sprinkle rose on top, and then I set the intention of love, light, happiness, and joy, removing any and all negativity. And then I will go ahead and then light it. That is setting the intent for your day. It's cleansing your house because you got the sage going, you got the Palo Santo. So it's paid. You can use sage, Palo Santo. You can use sweetgrass. Those things help to cleanse and bring in good vibes. Okay. Also, if you have a rosemary stick, depends on where you get it. You can do a rosemary stick, stuff like that. So you can do rosemary sticks. You shouldn't do. And the thing is with rosemary, it brings in money, right? So rosemary brings in money. And so it's like people say, you'll hear some people say, well, you don't have to sage all the time. Well, I call BS on that. And the reason why is because my people have used sage for many, many, many years for house cleansings, to remove negativity, to possessions, to, whatever the situation is. And then, so I'll sage, and then after I sage, then I'll go ahead and bring in the positive energy, right? So I sage, then I'll use like Palo Santo, or I'll use the sweetgrass, whatever it is that I'm doing. So I'll remove that negative energy, and I have a prayer in which I say, and so it's, I remove any and all negative energy, and then that is not, any and all negativity is not welcome here in my house. Only positivity and positive energy is allowed to stay. And so I'll go through the whole house saying prayers and stuff like that, and then open up all your windows and doors and let it all out. I like to keep all the windows down for at least 5 minutes as I'm starting. And then as soon as 5 minutes are up, I'll go ahead and lift up all the windows through the house and let all those negative energies out. Let it out. Otherwise, those spirits are going to be running around your house like a crazy person. So cleanse that house. Let's do something about that. Madeline says, my son acts up when I do, or my son's asthma acts up when I do sage. Interesting that you say that. I have really bad asthma because I had walking pneumonia, and it can act up. So I have become immune, like it seems like I become immune to it in a sense. But what I have done is I tell people to create a sage. It's a sage spray. And the sage spray, you're so welcome, Samara. So the sage spray, you're going to take a pot, put some water in there, call in your spiritual team, call in the earthly elements, earth, wind, fire, and water. You fill up the pot, and as you fill up the pot, you put a little bit of salt at the bottom. You use table salt. I prefer you guys to use like Himalayan salt, but you can use table salt if that's all you have. And you're blessing the water, and as you're blessing the water, you're stirring it in a circle, right, in a clockwise position. And as you're stirring it in a clockwise position, you put it on the stove, you turn it on like medium to medium high, and then you take the sage, take a couple of sprigs of sage, and what you're going to do is you're going to put it in the pot. You can put sage, you can put, so I'll normally do like salt, sage, cinnamon, and or clove. And then I would do, and it's weird, but I also use Italian seasoning. And the reason why is because it has rosemary, thyme, and basil, I believe. And it has, and all of those things help to bring in positive energy. And so then what I do is then I will go ahead, and you can even put like you could put in some Palo Santo in there and just let it boil as well. And then what you're going to do is you're going to sift it, put it in a spray bottle, and get to spraying under the bed, in the corners, in the closets, like get to spraying. It does the same thing. It's about the intention in which we are setting. So you can do the same situation minus the smoke if you have to, right? So those are the options. Or get to saging when he's out at school or whatever. Do it while he's out, right? So that's an option too. Hey, Miss Krista. Yes. Madeline says, oh, wow. Yes. So there's a way around things. It's whether or not you choose to do it, right? So, okay. So this whole 10 of Cups coming in a reverse position is literally where there's some type of negativity that is in the house in which we need to recenter, reset, redo something to get this out. But they're talking about relationships in which we need to reconsider the same situation, right? Also set the same intent while cooking with those ingredients. Girl, yes, Miss Lisa, Libra Light. That is so correct. When we cook, okay, if you pay attention, when you cook with love. It gives truly, and you set those intentions of those herbs, you're truly setting that positive intent, and your food tastes a ton better. Versus when you're in a bad mood, your food can burn, it could do so many different things just because you're not focusing on the right intention, right? So just pay attention to that, right? So just pay attention. Okay, so this 10 of Cups in that reverse position. So they're talking about some things here. But then in comes the Queen of Cups, and they're saying don't rush into anything. Be very, the Queen of Cups is literally, so she's all about, let me just sit here. And she's like, let me just sit here and let me just sway my wine. And as I'm sitting here swaying my wine, and as I'm just sitting here smelling my wine, right? So it's just me being weird today. And so she's just sitting here. She's like, let me just go ahead and be sure I got everything that needs to be balanced accordingly. And be sure I got all the facts before I go ahead and make that next step. Because if I don't, I'm going to pop off, right? So don't let no one try to get you to a point where you're about to pop off. That is not okay. So, this is all about releasing that creative flow in the house to get things back in check, whether it's your relationships, whether it is your home that has this negative energy, whether or not it's your kids, get them in check, right? And then the last card is the Queen of Pentacles in a reverse position, because they say, if you do not, you are going to make yourself overwork for things that is just like, it's going to be hard to nurture your like, things aren't going to go exactly the way that you want them. Things can go astray. So the Queen of Pentacles coming in that reverse position, it's like normally you would be on that receptive mode. However, either you're not being receptive, or somebody is not being receptive when they need to, or our house energy just needs to be completely cleansed. So In order for her to flip around, because she came in reverse, in order for her to flip back around, we have to do some cleansing. We have to think about and get creative on what to do. You have two queens that are coming out, and this is literally where one is regular and one's upside down. When you truly want them both to be regular. Yes, this is a balance, but at the same time, you don't want to have to choose between your creativity and your money. You don't want to have to do that. You want it all to be one, right? I don't want to have to choose between my creativity and money. No, I want it all. I'm not trying to be stingy, but come on. I worked way too hard for this. Did you not? Did you not work way too hard for this? And that you know that you deserve this, right? So why would you not expect for you to have all this greatness, right? You deserve it. You deserve it. And don't think any less that you don't. You deserve it. Miss Libra says, my kids are definitely fighting like crazy. Yes, get creative, cleanse the house, get them out of the house, give them some crystals and tell them to go outside and play. Like, it's time to, like, cleanse the house. The house needs cleansing and loving. You know, everything, it's just like everything needs to be reset. We're at that reset point. Now, when is I believe Passover is this Sunday. And then Easter is what, the following Monday? Can't remember. When is Easter, guys? I can't get to my calendar. The reason being is because we're getting ready to fast for a whole week, starting on midnight on the 27th, for a whole week until Easter. It's going to be a straight fluid fast for me and my family. If you guys would like to join us, that would be great. It's all about releasing. It's about cleansing the body, resetting the body. So just like we're resetting the home, we're also resetting the body, right? So I will be fasting. I invite you guys to fast with me. And I'm going to try to go live and do like little videos about fasting and, you know, what I'm doing and stuff like that to help people. So hopefully you guys would like to join me. Anyways, next Sunday. Awesome, Miss Ashley. Thank you so much. So cheers to that collective. Let's go ahead and start with Miss Ashley. Miss Ashley. All right. Show me what I need to see from Miss Ashley. Let's see. Madeline, I got your payment. Krista, I got your payment. Krista. All right. So channeling, read. Okay. So let's play, shall we? Let's do this. Yes, guys, it's coffee. It's so good right now. You know that first cup of coffee, and this is a pretty big mug. It goes really deep. This is all you truly need. But I've really been craving a caramel frappe from McDonald's. An iced caramel frappe. So bad. And my husband is not here. And my son is sleeping. So it'd be nice if I just walked outside the door and it would be nice if I walked out the door and there was a caramel frappe sitting at my door. I'm just saying, wouldn't that be sweet? Hey, the universe brought me some, what was it, a few months ago? They brought me some cheesesteaks. I wanted some cheesesteaks, and sure enough, somebody placed the wrong order. I don't know who it was, but I called up and I was like, I didn't order this. It was from, and they were good too. There was a steak one, and there was a chicken cheesesteak from Papa John's with two 2-liters. And I have been craving a cheesesteak, a good cheesesteak, for like a week at that point in time. And we were going out to dinner that night, or the boys wanted a burger or something. And I was like, I really want a cheesesteak. And anyways, I came home, or we sat down, and then we let the dog out. And as we let the dog out, my son was like, Mommy, there's food out here. And I was like, what? And sure enough, there was food out there. And I called up Papa John's. I was like, I did not order this. They was like, it's okay, it's on us. We messed up the order. And so no charge to you. Don't worry about it. Oh my gosh. So when I say if I could get a caramel frappe universe, that would be lovely. But technically, I could just go put this on some ice and get the same effect. But your girl's lazy right now, and I'm sitting down, and I'm talking to y'all, and I don't really feel like getting up to go get no ice. However, it would possibly quench my thirst. Yeah, some of that. Everyone's saying yum. Y'all laughing at me, but hey, anything's possible. Anything is possible. So let's see. All right. What do I need to see for Ashley? Miss Ashley, Miss Ashley, Miss Ashley, Miss Ashley. So I am holding on to a clear quartz and a Herkimer diamond, and these help me to get a clear picture. Yes, I do already have pictures of everything, but what happens is that these are extra energy, positive energy, and these help to bring in the visions a little bit more. So help me to see what I need to see for this Ashley Klein. Miss Ashley, okay. All right. Miss Ashley, Miss Ashley, Miss Ashley. So spirit is like really strong right at this direct moment. What they're showing me is they're showing me, because I said who has been coming to visit the kids. And so they're showing me, first of all, I see a little old woman. This is a grandmother. This is, okay, there's a couple, because I heard mom's mom, dad's mom. So this could be grandmother, great grandmother, in those realms, from both the father and the mother side. They happen to come through with wisdom, protection, understanding, communicating. The little lady who's on dad's mom's side. Okay, so it's like dad's mom's. I see her whispering into a child's ear. Two, I see a boy and a girl, or something about two kids, and I see them getting whispered in the ear, like a. And normally when that happens, when I was younger, when it happened to me, it literally felt like I had a piece of hair in my ear, and like something was tickling my ear. Yet if you like do this for a second and just take the tip of your finger and just rub the outside of your earlobe, like right in here. And as you rub in here, like you'll kind of get like a feeling like your ear will kind of go in and out. And as it goes in and out, like that's exactly what it feels like when they're speaking. Like they'll either get like a pressure feeling or feel like somebody's tickling them, but or sometimes they'll hear like a shh, 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 shh. So, or it will sound like water. So those are some of the signs in which they show that they're present. She says, "Thank you, Kelsey and Kelsey, and I have a boy and a girl," which makes sense. Not just that, they have a very strong, these children have very strong spiritual teams that come through to put extra protection on them. And so because they have this extra protection on them, and I just asked why, and they said because of gifts. If your kids are, I don't know how old they are, but if your kids are already sensing spirits, pay attention. I started sensing spirits when I was 2. They even have pictures of me in the 80s sitting with different spirits and stuff like that. So, and it just looks like an orb. So, pay attention to that. Listen to them. If your kids are saying, "I'm seeing this," or "I'm hearing this," or "this is happening in my dreams," first of all, don't hesitate to reach out if you ever have a question. Secondly, don't freak them out. And third of all, be understanding. And the more information that you could find out about the situation, like what kind of messages do they have. So the kind of messages in which they're speaking of, the grandmothers are saying, we just want them to be happy and filled with light and love, and to go out and play. Like, go out and play, right? And so that would make sense if you think about it, because we have been in this pandemic and lots of kids have been in the house a lot, haven't been going out. And so it is very pertinent that you take the kids out and go camping and get out there and go fishing. Get them up out of the house. We don't want them to stay in the house and to feel as if they're stuck with YouTube or this or that, right? So it's like, get them up and out, because even from an early age, you want them to, not necessarily see all the walls all around them all the time, right? That's not how we were supposed to be. That's not how we were supposed to be, right? We're supposed to go out here and hunt for our food. We're supposed to go out here, think about that. Think about, we went from cavemen people where we used to go out and hunt for our food to now we could go to the store and buy it. We don't have to, work for it. Our kids aren't going out here to play. They're not climbing trees. They're not doing this kind of stuff, right? So get them up and out. She says, my son Ty is 4, and he tells us he sees people play with them. And my daughter is 3, and she will also ask if I hear that. I never talk down on them. I always encourage them to let them know that it's people that love them. Agreed, Miss Ashley. Now, if the other piece to that is, if for whatever reason they feel scared of a spirit, and I'm just telling you from experience, because this is stuff I remember. And I didn't have anybody there to necessarily protect me. Not just being there, but if it's a negative spirit, you get them to say, okay, so I activate my spiritual team for blessing, protection, and healing, because everybody has a spiritual team. We all have guardian angels, guides, ancestors, matriarchs, ascended masters, God source, creative energy, Mother Earth, and the earthly elements, right? So these are ones that we always call on. We also have guardian angels and guides and ancestors, and you got archangels Michael, Uriel, Gabriel, Raphael that are always on standby. You have Archangel Metatron. You have the universal energy. So these are energies in which we can call on. Not just do we call on them, but we can also utilize them to help to protect our kids. So I have my son has been meditating since he was 2. And it was very important for me to always be there for him, because I knew what it was like when I was going through this alone and feeling like I was alone. So I taught him to say, I activate my spiritual team for blessing, protection, and healing. And literally every night before he goes to sleep, he's going on 12. And I literally tell him, if you feel some sort of way, activate your spiritual team. I don't care if you're going out if you're going out with daddy. I don't care if you guys are going fishing or camping or whatever you're doing. I activate my spiritual team for blessing, protection, and healing. Why? Because we have free will. And because we have free will, nothing can truly come in beside your guardian angels and guides to protect you. So it's important for them to say, I activate my spiritual team for blessing, protection, and healing, so that they are activating their spiritual team. They know that the spiritual team, when I activate you, it is for protection, healing, greatness, prosperity, whatever the case is, it's being done. You see what I'm saying? And not just that, but it gives them a calming kind of effect, that they have activated their spiritual team. They know that somebody in the spiritual realms are going to protect them, right? Not just that, you can also, like I said before, you can make that spray bottle that has the salt, sage, cinnamon, and clove and rosemary, and you can boil that up, stir it, sift it, put it in the spray bottle, and you can spray it, and just tell them, spray those spirits if you want them to be gone. If they're bugging you, spray the spirits if you want them gone. You show them how to handle business. You show them how to handle business, okay? And so look, kids, before I'm going to bed, before we go to bed, mommy's spraying your closet, mommy's spraying under your bed, mommy's spraying the corners. If you guys feel some sort of way, you give them, each have their spray bottle. You just spray a couple times and the spirits are gone. bam, go. And so you're getting them into the mindset of how to handle things, right? So that even they know, okay, first of all, the water smells very pretty. You can even put some rose petals in there, some dried rose petals, and you can, so it's going to clear out the energy and it's going to bring in love, right? So that can also be a way of them understanding how to deal with spirits. So what you're doing is you're letting them know that you're comforting them and you're showing them how to deal with it. And then this is stuff that they're going to take on and to show their kids when they get older, right? So it's very important that we take things and we show our children. So she says, sometimes he ends up in our bed at night and tells us someone is scratching at his walls. I never hear anything, so I'm definitely doing this. Please do, and tell me how it goes. If you need me to come in and do some work, I do that as well. So just let me know. I could go in there and do a good house cleansing for you if you need it. I have no problem with doing that. And you are in my area, so, or in Ohio. So I have no problem with doing that. So that is one way. So your spiritual team is literally about protecting the kids, getting them up and out, being fluidic in their gifts, teaching them how to deal with their gifts is very important from an early age, which is interesting, which is very good. And then I see all this light around them, so they're very much protected. So the kids are very much protected. And they say it's all about the mental healing because their past lives have been rough. These children have been siblings before in a past life. And they've been your kids before. This happened to be possibly maybe 2 lifetimes ago, is what they're showing me. And so because of that, they also hold a lot of fear from a past life as well. But it's understanding because kids that come into this world gifted, they have already opened up their spiritual eye, the third eye, in a past life. So then they come into this life gifted. If that makes sense. Okay. So that's just a little bit there. So let's see. They have me flipping the deck for you as a quick pull. And they say to tell you that they will always be protecting you. Always protecting. And always protecting these kids. So they got major protection on the other side. Major protection. So we're going to work now with the magical dimensions. I'm going to pull 3 cards for you just because Spirit said so. And that's what we're going to do. So the 3 cards for you, Miss Ashley. I hate how the video is so dark. We love them, and I'm so glad they are our protectors. Yes, indeed. When there's a chance of getting married, and how my husband's personality. Okay. Miss Ursa, so it's going to be a second. I have the list already, so you got to bear with me. First card is the Guy in Awakening, which is all about preparing, relocation, and ascension. So, and then in comes Illumination in a reverse position. This is all about expressing thyself. And then it says positivity and joy and inspiration. And then in comes Liberation. It says power, fulfillment, and self-attainment. Why is there no light? It's because I have the light coming in from the back. I could try to, and it's really sunny out right now. And I love this sun, and I was trying to fill it. But we'll see how this looks, if it looks any better. If it's worse, then I'll just switch it. But all my lights are on. I don't know what else to do. So don't know what else to do. Okay. If you have paid, let me know that you have paid. 1 second, guys. I have another payment for Miss Brianna. Okay. Is everyone getting a really dark picture? Let's see. I wish there was a way to increase the brightness. I need to buy one of those bright lights. And I had this one going, but then it died on me. Okay. So anyways, real quick. So the first one, the first card that's coming out is, like I said, the Guy in Awakening, Illumination, and Liberation. So this is all, Miss Ashley, about, it's about preparing the kids. So this whole situation is about preparing the kids, preparing yourself for understanding of everything that is getting ready to come in. And not just understanding, but it's also the more that you understand, you can help your kids as well. And then in comes illumination. And the illumination card is in reverse. It says expression, positivity, and joy and inspiration. But not just that, but this is literally about, if you pay attention here, it's like helping the kids. You see, they're showing the light around this person. So they have me really working and focusing on the light. So they're saying, okay, so they're talking about illumination here. So we're preparing the kids, they're understanding and what you need, but to bring that positivity and that joy, that self-expression, that purity, you keep them pure at all cost. And not just that, but they keep on talking about not just the purity, but they're talking about all the energy that is about them. You want to keep that as pure as possible and to keep them to understand how to work with it, not just how to work with their gifts, but how to understand their gifts and how to protect themselves. It's very important that not just you understand it, but you understand it so that you can help them. And then in comes liberation, and it says power, fulfillment, and self-attainment. And this makes sense because it's all about the kids and that light around them, right? So they keep on showing me this light around them, and all the cards are showing this light around them. So this is literally about that light, that positive energy, and to keep it pure. Make them go outside, eat a lot of salads, eat a lot of sun-kissed fruits and vegetables, get them out and get them going, right? So thank you, Miss Ashley, for allowing me to read for you, honey. Many blessings, light, and love. Okay. And have fun on your camping trip this weekend. Miss Ashley says it's not super bright, but I can see bright. Awesome. I don't know why. It's just like not super bright anymore. You're so welcome. Light and love, honey. Alrighty. My next one is going out to Miss Madeline. You know what? Let me go get this charger real quick. Let me go get this charger, and I'm gonna work on Miss Madeline next. Or I should say afternoon. My son is 12 or going on 12 in May, and he is sprouting up there. He's getting so tall. And I can remember, I was just telling my husband, I said, I remember being his age, and I remember sleeping a lot. I was like, so get prepared. Get prepared because he's going to be sleeping a lot. And he's just not waking up and it's 12:30. It's that puberty. And his voice is changing. He's not ready for all that, y'all. Hey girl, gotta go back to work, but I'll make an appointment with you if that's okay. That's fine, Miss Krista. That's fine, honey. I'm making myself a note to get with her about appointment. All right. We could do some catching up as well, right? It was my birthday yesterday, and all I wanted to do was sleep. I understand that. I understand that completely. Okay. As I just blinded myself. Is that better, y'all? Okay. Anyways, see, I need some sun in this piece. I do. I do. Okay. Okay. Do. Let's play. Upgrades are intense. Yes, 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 they are. Upgrades are intense. They become so intense, especially the higher you go in your spiritual levels. I've noticed that not just do they become so intense, but they can make you tired, sleepy, hungry. It's just like it's a whole body experience. Sometimes aggravating. It's a lot sometimes, right, guys? But it's a good thing when you come out on the other side. A whole different person. It's a good thing. Okay. Miss Madeline. Alrighty. What do I need to see from Miss Madeline? And do I cry? I don't necessarily cry when I go through my upgrades. I get, as my husband says, I'm not the nicest person to be around. Miss Brianna, real quick, do you have a question? By the way, I want to be sure I answer all questions. Okay. So during my upgrades, she says, I feel like I'm pregnancy hormones, but not. Yeah. For me, I get super tired. I get super cranky. All I want to do is eat and relax and watch TV. It's hard for me to meditate when I'm in my ascension process. It'll feel literally like I'm catching a cold. So either I get tired or like I get really achy. It literally feels like it's a different kind of a feeling. Nose gets runny, that whole thing. That whole thing. That's a whole thing, right? She says, yes, me too. Samara says, yes, I want complete isolation. Agreed. Complete isolation. It's just like, I mean, literally, I feel like I'm like a baby. I'm just like, give me food, let me sleep, let me watch the TV. And then Spirit's like, well, are you going to meditate? And then half the time I'm like, do I have to? And they're like, yeah. Right. I had sinus this morning. Yeah, I understand. Literally. And my ear keeps going in and out. My sinuses get plugged and they're good. Then they get plugged and they're good. And so, and then it's just like, and then I get like periods of hot and then cold. And then I feel like, in a sense, it's almost like, how do you explain it? It's almost like an astral projection while you're awake. That's literally what I've been going through. Like, it's just an astral projection. So it's like as if I'm in a trance constantly. And it's like while I'm awake. So imagine channeling, and they always do that to me. Every time I'm in an ascension process, I'm constantly in a trance, and that wears me down. What do you use for your sinuses? For me, I will take 1 Sudafed a day, and I drink green tea with cinnamon and ginger and turmeric. And I will also, if they're really bad where I can't breathe, I will do Afrin if I have to, because Afrin will go in and it will just like clear it up, and then I can breathe again. So it just really depends on how bad it is. Yeah. Ascension process is crazy, right? Yeah. I knocked out, but I know I was astral traveling. Yes. And not just that, even in my dreams, I'm like realm jumping lately. That's a whole different story. So I'm either realm jumping or I'm changing something up in a different situation. Like, it's a constant I'm constantly doing something lately. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right, let me do this, guys. Miss Madeline, what do I need to see from Miss Madeline? Ursa, you're gonna have to wait in line, honey. I have Madeline, I have Brianna, and I have a couple other people I'd like to read that are on my list of reading. So you're gonna have to wait in line, baby. You're gonna have to wait in line. So my paid readings go first. If you would like to pay for a reading, it's $20 for a reading, $25 for channeling, or $33 for mixed reading. That will get you boosted up in the line. But at this point, I am doing all the paid readings right now. Okay. All right. Miss Madeline, let's take a look. What do I need to see from Miss Madeline? Okay. Automatically, Miss Madeline, as soon as I come in here, okay. They're showing, so, okay. I'm in a house, and in this house, there's a front room. There's stairs of some sort. It's like, or it's like a hallway, and there's this light on. But in the front room, I see like a big window. I see windows, and then I see like a love chair, and I see like different chairs, and I see a long couch. But here's the thing: it's like when people come through the door, they either put all their stuff on the couch, or it's just like they come through, they put things over here, right, or over there, and it's like, oh my God, will you guys just put everything on one spot? Then as soon as I am looking here, I keep getting like a dark shadow figure, like as if I'm in the kitchen looking into the room, right, Miss Madeline? As if I'm in the kitchen looking into this living room, right here, over this, like if the door is right here and you got the couches over, there's something over in, if I'm looking into the living room, over in this area, so to my left, there's some type of a dark shadow here. What does it? And there's this, so this brings on the negativity. Where is this coming from? Is this, and then I see, I think she was put here. It's a female energy. She's female, male energy. This is this Santa Muerte? Is this Santa Muerte? Is this the darkness I see in the corner at Madeline's house? Show me what I need to see. Is this Santa Muerte? Was she put here by somebody? Is somebody trying to put something on Madeline or her house or her? Okay, somebody trying to put something on Madeline's kids. Okay, is somebody trying to put something on Madeline herself? On your relationship. When Santa Muerte is involved, this is of and I see her in the physical form. She's very beautiful, but I don't like when she appears to me and she's a skeleton, and then I see the dark dress on her. I mean, she's beautiful either way, and I see beauty in just the energy. However, for her, she says, "I come on business." Who sent you? If you don't mind me asking. His ex-wife. His ex-wife sent her. Never got over him, as you can recall. She has something on him. This is why he did what he did. So, okay. So, will you stop? Remove this negative energy from the house. Please remove this negative energy from the house. We thank you for coming through. We ask that you lift this negative energy. Lift it off of him, lift it off of their relationship, remove it, release it, and let it go. And lift it off of Madeline. I will. I want you to, okay. If she will do me a favor, I want you to get a glass. And in this glass, you can do one of two things. There's a couple different things I want you to do. In this glass, I want you to put a little bit of honey. And then I want you to, is it honey and water or honey and milk? Is it honey and water? Okay. I want you to get a cup, like a little cup. If you have a table that you could set it out, or if you have like in that area, in that corner, or in that side of the room, if there's some type of a table you could put there. And as an offering, I want you to get some honey, and I want you to get like a little bit of milk, and you put the milk and the honey together, you stir it together, and then you put that on the table. I want you to get a little thing of tequila, and you set that on the table. And then I want you to get a long stem red rose and a white rose if you could find it. And I want you to put that on the table. This is an offering. And the reason why we need to offer her this is like, it's because first and foremost, we are acknowledging her presence. Santa Muerte is a very strong deity. We're acknowledging her presence. We are offering her kindness to release this. And when it comes to this, we wish no one harm, but may they find their own true love without your husband. Okay? Because that's done. So may it be done. So what I want you to do, yes, she does the black stuff. So she does the black magic. Okay, so that would make sense. So she does black magic a lot of the times. People that do a lot of dark magic, a lot of times they're very familiar with Santa Muerte. So because of that, and then if you wanted to, you could get a black candle and a white candle, set the intention of love, light. The white candle is going to purify. The black candle is going to banish any and all negativity. And you light it with the intention, it's being sent out of your house. Okay. We're sending her that offering. We're lighting those candles. This is a way to release the energy. Okay. She says, thank you. No, thank you. Well, we need to release this, and it doesn't need to come back again. As far as this negativity, she keeps on trying to come in and trying to hurt their relationship, and it needs to stop now. Like, put a protection around them. Put protection around them. Madeline's spiritual team, Johnny's spiritual team, put protection around them. Their kids' spiritual team, their home, their property, put protection bubble around them. And then when it comes to her and this darkness, if I have to deal with her again, it won't be nice. So please, let her find her own true love and let her stop this madness. Yes, enough is enough. We'll talk again later. Thank you. Thank you. So, she says, yes, she works cemetery with death of people. Okay, well, that makes sense. So do those things. That will help. I worked with your spiritual team to go in there and put this protection around you, your husband, to break whatever that is off of you guys. because there's something on the relationship and the marriage if you haven't paid attention to the way things are going. She says that explains why we only have intimacy when we go away. Yes, exactly. She has tried several different methods, 7 different spells in order to try to get him back. And it's finally enough is enough. And even Santa Muerte was like, enough is enough. She has tried way too many times. We got to cover from here. So as far as things are concerned, it's just like, we got to cover from here. I want you to make that spray, the spiritual spray, and I want you to cleanse the house, cleanse the floors like you did before. And it's time to take control over your house again. Take control over it and release that. Like I said, we don't send her with negativity, but we do send her with light and love, right? Because enough is enough, right? And it's just like, enough, right? So don't allow this stuff to constantly come in. You know, you take control of it. Now, let's talk about this. So let's talk about the cards that are coming in for you. The cards that are coming in for you, you have the Awakening card in reverse, the Trust card in reverse, the Heart Portal in regular, Empowerment in reverse, and Attachment. Girl. So this Awakening card in a reverse position is talking about your connection to your spiritual team. Not just are you on this awakening, but they're literally talking about working with your spiritual team to help so your connection with spiritual team, working with them to cleanse the house, the property, the marriage, you know, getting it back together. And so this Awakening card is coming in a reverse position, but it's very beautiful though. And at the bottom it says ancient knowledge, memories, and connections. Very beautiful card. However, it's in a reverse position. So this is literally talking about the connection. There's some type of there's a break in this connection. So work with your spiritual team. They will help to get you through it. In also comes a Trust card in a reverse position. So this is talking about, it says overcoming doubts, insecurities, and patience. So you do have to have patience, especially when it comes to the heart chakra. It talks about receptivity, generosity, and mistrusting. So when all of these come together here, this has to do with your relationship. If you pay attention to that, this has to do with your relationship, right? Your relationship is, you know, you're trying to recenter it. You're trying to call it back. But at the same time, there is a trust issue because of something that has happened. Yes, on his part, but yes, on your part too. His is more recent than yours, but it has really put a dampening on this, right? And so now that heart chakra definitely needs to be rebalanced here. The reason why it needs to be rebalanced is because of and recentered is because of everything that has happened in this relationship, right? And then, like I said before, it's a choice to make this relationship happen, or it's a choice to let it go. You need to make that choice now and stick to it. It's never going to be easy, especially when there's been stuff that has happened where there brings in mistrust. It's a choice every day to make it work. It is. It's a choice to make it work. I'm not saying that you don't love this person. I'm just saying it's a choice to make it work. Am I not? So because of that, in comes the Empowerment card in reverse position. And it says grounded, strength, and stamina, having that energy to take over and take control of the situation at home. So this is finally taking control over it all, cleansing that house, putting that light, that protection on that house, empowering this relationship to take it to the next level instead of allowing it to go, right? So work harder for it. I want you to work for it. You got to work for this relationship, honey. And then in comes the Attachment card. And it's talking about, it says accumulation, defensiveness, and sacrity. And so what this is making me feel is that there is some type of a negativity that has that attachment that is stopping you guys from achieving and getting those rewards in which you want. And so because of that, we have removed that attachment, which, you know, that's that whole Santa Muerte kind of a situation. And so because of that, you make the offering and everything will be better. Trust me when I say that. Let me know how things go, Miss Madeline. You know my number, honey. You know my number. You know I'm always here for you. Always. Always, 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 sweetheart. Okay? So don't hesitate to reach out if you need me. Miss D, I don't know if you're still watching. Hello. Hello, my beautiful friend. Hope you're doing well. All right. You're so welcome, Miss Madeline. Miss Claire says, must book in another private reading with you soon, honey. Yes, Miss Claire, I agree. When you're ready. This is Friday. Well, we started at 11 some, so it's Friday morning coffee with me. It's Coffee and Tarot with Eva. I'm going to try to do it every Friday morning so that we can have some one-on-one with my spiritual team. So cheers to us. Miss, let's see. Dario says, I have spells on me too. Bro, let's look at it. Let's see what we got. Sorry, my tattoos are a little bit dry. I'll put on my girl, guys, okay. Would love a card if you're going to pull cards. I am, honey. I'm getting there. All right. So you guys just stay with me. So if you guys have not paid attention, I have had so many new tattoos done, and I'm working on my next piece. I'm working on my dad's piece. That one's going to take me a second. That's going to go on this arm. And then I have on this arm, I'm going to get, you guys are going to see it. It's going to be the tree of life, and it's going to be in a dream catcher, and it's going to come on in. It's going to have like 3 other little pieces that's going to come all the way down. And then I want to get that Sisu from the Dragon Warrior or Rhea. So I want to get Sisu over here. I have a couple other pieces I want to get done. So yes, Misty. Trolls have been on the page because they can't get their own clients. It's sad, isn't it? Because that's all they can do is go to other people's live and try to find people. It's bad, right? So we just send them with love and light. I blocked them, but we just send them with love and light. And I'm still working on, and then there's going to be a bunch of feathers coming in here, but I'm still working on my phoenix. That is the last tattoo here. The phoenix, her head is right here. You guys can't tell. So we just have to do some outlining. Some shading. I just had to do it in pieces because, whew, he's doing that. There's one tattoo needle, and this one tattoo needle, it's a single one, and that, ooh, it hurts so bad. Oh my gosh. I thought my hands were gonna hurt, as I thought my hands were bad. When he got to my forearms, I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, you're gonna have to stop. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. He was like, oh my God. He's like, I can't believe all that. I was like, I just couldn't do it. Anyways. And then I have going up this arm, I have the chakras. You guys can't tell, but I have the chakras coming in here from the crown to the root. So that's one of the newest ones that we have to do more detailing on it. I just needed a break because we were doing them almost every day. I was like, I need a break. And the last ones that I just had done, I had all these ones redone because they were getting a lot lighter than I wanted them. And then I had the loved ones redone, and then I had my lotus redone. Then of course I had, so this is spirit, and then I had the earth bender. So this is air, fire, water, earth. So yes, but they all need some shading, but I just needed a break because it was becoming a lot, and my arms were sore, and I was just like, okay, I just need a break. So he's like, when are you ready to get back on? And I was like, I don't know, we'll see. But I need to get them done before we get our bus and we get to working on that, because that's going to be a whole different situation, right? Claire says, love all the new tattoos. Thank you. And Dee says, LOL, as if we actually need these trolls. Me and Joe are looking to do joint tattoos when we stand side by side down our thighs around to the calves. Ooh, that's going to be nice. That's going to be nice. Good luck with that. We don't allow that, Campbell Ray. We don't allow people to come onto the live and try to get people to inbox them. We don't do that on the lives. Sorry. Blocked. Anyways. Okay. Anyways. Okay. Well, let's get started. Miss Brianna. I want to read for Deb, so don't go anywhere. I want to read for you. Rosie says, listening while driving. Well, you be careful. You be careful, honey. Rosie, I was just talking to my husband about us going down to Texas and helping you. We are so excited. And I was just like, I literally plan on going out there and spending the whole month with y'all when you guys get your house. I do. I'm ready. Because I seen some stuff in San Antonio. I was like, oh my gosh, I want to eat there. I want to do this. I want to do that. Girl, I'm so excited. But I have to probably, depending on when you get there, I'll probably have to do about a few days in Dallas. So it just depends on where we're coming in from. And because I have a girlfriend that wants me to bless her baby. So hopefully she'll have the baby by the end of the year. And we can get up there and bless the baby and then drop down to San Antonio and chill with you as you're getting up and running. I'm excited. Y'all don't have any clue on how excited I am about traveling. Like, I'm so excited. So excited. Anyways. So I'm here. Did you see my question? Yeah, that's what I was really trying to do. I was trying to get up here to see her questions, guys. Let's see. Okay. So I need to look at the spells that are on you. And if we need to do a deep, deep cleansing, I could do that too. I would like to know if I will conceive this year and should I leave Donald. Okay. So conception and questionable, leave Donald. Okay. What else? Anything else? Okay. I need to put Miss Claire McNamara on here. Miss Deb is going to be a free. Miss Claire is going to be a free. If you guys want to donate, that's fine. But I need to read for you guys anyway, just because I feel the need to read for you guys. And I want to read for Miss Rosa. So Miss Rosie, if you happen to leave the live, I will try to, because you're going to be right after Miss Claire. But I want to read for you. Okay. D says, no pain, no gain. Girl, I know. And the whole time when I was getting my tattoos done, I was literally in meditation. I was invoking my phoenix and I was like trying, keeping myself there. Throughout my hands, I was good. But then, like I said, into my forearms, it was a whole nother ball game. Miss Claire said, you coming to me? Girl, Miss D, I so want to come to you as well. I so want to come to, I have people I want to see in New Zealand. I have people in Australia. I can really stop all over the map. And I also want to go to Scotland, and then so Scotland, Ireland. Look, I have goals, guys. It might not be this year, but I do have goals. If y'all want to fly me there, heck, I'll fly there and spend some time with you, just me and you. We can just chill. Yo, we could just come to, especially Miss D, when you get your house up and running. If you need some help, you're gonna have to fly me and my husband and my son down. But we could fly on down and help you guys get the house together. And I could bless your house at the same time. And Miss Claire, I got you too. Got y'all. All right, so Brianna, let's take a look, honey. Well. Let's see, Brianna. Show me what I need to see from this Brianna. Yeah, that's right. In Glasgow. I got you covered, sweetheart. I'm telling you. I got someone in New Zealand and Australia. The only thing about Australia is they got some big ass spiders and shit over there. Okay. I don't do spiders very well. I don't. Especially if they're bigger than me. I don't. But I'll come and chill with you. Just don't. And they got some random. Like I want to go to the beach, but at the same time, I'm not sure if I want to go to some of these beaches and some of these places because they got some stuff over there that I ain't never seen before in my life, and they will probably eat me and have me for brunch, and then have my son for dinner, and then my husband for dessert because he's just so sweet. I'm just with y'all, but uh, some of these places, I'm just like, yeah, I'll go. But I think YouTube has scared me because of some of these animals I see. Like, it's crazy. No, I got you. I got you, Miss Brianna. I'm just being random right now. Okay. All right. When it comes to conception, I'm hearing February of next year. By February 2022. Why? Because that gives time to get affairs, relationships in order before we bring a baby into the world. When it comes to financial matters, will start to improve within the next 6 months. Getting creative with that in which you are bringing money in with. Getting creative. They say a creative standpoint. I see someone who is going through a period of stagnation. The stagnation has to do with your, not necessarily like a creative stagnation in a sense. And it's just like, okay, let's put some goals on a paper. Let's figure out what we want to do next. Instead of feeling like as if, like feeling stuck. And so they say enough with feeling like that because you have so much more on your agenda and it's up to you to open up and cleanse it out. When it comes to your relationship with Donald, they're saying be truthful with one another, open and honest, wanting to heal the relationship, proper communication, understanding. They both want something new in their relationship. In a relationship, they want something new. but too scared to leave because they truly have love and feelings for each other. However, there's even stagnation in the relationship too. I asked, should she leave Donald? And they're saying no. Give him a fighting chance, just as he needs to give you a fighting chance. Not bringing in, okay, you guys cannot bring in past relationship situations into this one. Like, you can't, okay? Look, you both have been damaged from past relationships. I get it, especially spiritually or and emotionally. But at the same time, those past relationships do not make nor break you at this point. It's being open and communicating about exactly what it is that you want. If he is not making the proper communication, the changes in which he needs to make, both parties doing what they need to do to make this relationship work, if it's not going to happen and it's constantly taking that hurt, then yes, you're going to have to leave. Sometimes also when people leave somebody, they also recognize what they had, and sometimes they'll want to change for the better, but at least give him that chance to fight for it. At least give him the chance to want to better himself before you just leave him, if that makes sense. So don't just up and leave, but if you're being beat, abused, things like that, and or he's verbally hurting you, then by all means you do what you got to do. I never want anybody to stay in a relationship in which they're being abused or hurt mentally, physically, even if it's emotional. I don't want you guys to go into that, to stay in a situation where you feel like you have to. No, you don't have to stay in anything. It's a choice to want to make this relationship work. If you do not want to make it work, then it won't. If he doesn't want to make it work, it won't, because it takes two people to put into this love machine. And so you have to be right and he has to be right. You guys both have to be on a receptive, right? And so if you're both receptive and you're both trying to heal, then we could put into the love machine. Think about the love machine as being an ATM. And in this ATM of this love machine, you have to put in and he has to put in. Now, if only you're putting in and he's taking out and he's taking from you, then you're in a relationship in a sense by yourself. Is that okay? No, it's not. So she says, no, just cheating and lies. And so if he's just cheating and lies, okay, he has problems within himself that he's not okay with. If he's constantly cheating and he's lying to go along with it, and you know it, it's up to you to make the decision of whether or not to leave or whether or not to stay. Because not every relationship where there's cheating do people actually leave. Not in a marriage, and not in boyfriend, girlfriend, just dating. Not every situation of where there's cheating do people actually leave. There is a lot of people that actually stay together, but it's a choice to make that work. However, understand that it's also going to be a situation in which he himself has got to, he has to put that trust. He has to show you that it's okay to trust him again, because that trust is went out the door the first moment that he cheated on you. Do you understand? That first moment that he cheated on you, that went straight out the door. And because that went straight out the door, honey, what that does is that's putting you like, okay, well, if I can't trust you, then, and you're not, being open with me, and you're constantly doing it, you have not learned your lesson. Now, if you have talked to him about it, you told him, I recognize this. I am working, what is it about me that makes you cheat? What is it about me that you don't like? Because baby, if you don't like me now, and we don't have that ring on, and then why is this even going anywhere else? You understand? Don't make it a situation in which you feel that you have to stay in, and then on top of it, if you get pregnant and then you have to be with him for the rest of your life, can you imagine? Why stay in a situation where there's cheating if there's no connection? If you're not married, if you're just dating, and then you're thinking about having a kid, why be with somebody who's just going to cheat on you? Is it a choice? Yes, it is. But it's also a choice where people have got to communicate and trust. If you're not trying, if he cheated once, fine. Let's make it work from there. But if he's constantly cheating, baby, you deserve better than that. You deserve better than that, and so does he. Because obviously there's something in him that is not able to. And to be honest, what I'm seeing is that there's a lot of mommy issues in his life. There's a lot of mommy daddy issues in his life. He himself has a problem with trusting. And so because of that, since he has a problem of trusting, we have to say, okay, well, what's next? We've been together back and forth for 22 years. For 22 years, you guys have been back and forth. And there's cheating. And you want to have kids. Baby, to be honest, you need to be truthful with yourself. Look, I've been with my husband for 25 years. Has it been easy? Heck no. Has there been cheating? Yes. Have we both done each other dirty? Yeah. But we have made that choice to make it work. It's up to you to make it work. Now, because of that, you know, I also have a child with him. And I don't want my child being in a home that comes from a broken home, because I came from a broken home. My husband has come from a broken home, and I'm trying to create something better for my child. Not just for my child, but we both recognize where we went wrong and we're trying to fix it. You see, it's a choice to make it work. It's a choice. But both parties have to be very open, and they have to want to make it work. They have to want to make it work. Because if they don't make it work, let me tell you something. It's going to happen again, and it's going to happen again, and it's going to happen again. And you're going to continue to get your heart beat up and beat up. Is that okay? It's not okay, Brianna. It's not okay to have your heart constantly beat up. What that does is that causes trust issues. And you need to get back trust in this relationship. In a relationship, you have to have trust. You have to have communication. You have to have trust, communication, honesty, commitment. And so, to be honest, if you have a child with him, you're going to be with him, or at least tied to him, for many more years to come. So think about that. Is that okay? So you can let him be and leave him alone, or you can continue to get your heart stomped on. But at the same time, when they say, should you leave him, and they say no, it's only because he has got to want to make it work. That's it. If he's not wanting to make it work, and he's not willing to put in the trust and the commitment to it, and literally being an open book, peace out, homeboy. I got better things to do. Now, the moment that you finally release is the moment that someone else is going to come in. But you got to release, and you got to get through your healing process. Once you release and you get through your healing process, then the universe will bring you somebody else in your life. But it's not until all these things happen. You understand? I know it's a lot, but when it comes to this relationship, I feel that he has something that was put on him in generational lines from his family. So it could be like either his mother, his father, somebody has some type of something that was put on the generational line that is on him. There's not necessarily anything on you, but because you're associated with him, how karma works and how energy works is that if it's on him and you ride with him, then you two are involved in the situation. But the moment that you finally release him and let him go, and you detach that, do some etheric cord cutting and cleansing. When you finally do that, then it's a different story. Now, just because you do an etheric cord cleansing and a removal doesn't necessarily mean that y'all are going to not deal with each other. It's just that when you finally do deal with each other, it's going to be on a higher level instead of this negative level. However, someone has got to go in here and cleanse whatever this is on him, because it's one of these things in which I see, if I can't have him, neither can you. And it has not just happened from the father, because I see something with the father and something being put on him, and then it's like from him to somebody else, and like someone else put something on this one. And so I feel like there's something about two to three things in which that needs to be cleansed off of this person. So when it comes to associating yourself with that, that's a whole different story. It's whether or not you choose to be associated with that. Let's see. His daughter and baby mom does black magic. So with that being said, with people doing black magic on that, that makes sense of why you guys are having a lot of problems. Right? Makes a lot of sense. So how do you deal with that? First and foremost, just like I said with Miss Madeline, if you paid attention, you got to cleanse the house, cleanse the property. For you, I would cleanse the house, cleanse the property. Palo Santo, sage. I would also do sweetgrass. I would wash the floors, wash the walls with, I would use some Florida water and lemon and salt and sage oil, and I would cleanse the whole house. I would also take a spiritual bath that has, you can do just as a basic Epsom salt with Himalayan salt in it, with roses and some sage in there. I like to put a bag of chamomile tea in there and just let that soak. If it is a lot of black magic, you could put a clove of garlic in your bath. That will help to break anything that is on you directly by doing that spiritual bath. If you need me to send you some, I have a whole thing of spiritual. Where is it at? This here is a good bath mixture. I would send this to you, send you a couple packs of this, and you can, it has all the herbs that you need in there already, and you just put it in your bath and you just let it simmer in there, and then you jump in with it. And it's literally, you go in, you cleanse, you heal. This has about 40 to 60, I would say about 45 different herbs in it. And this is all about protection. If we need to go in deeper, there's other things that you can do as well. I do distance cleansings as well. But the biggest thing is that you cleanse yourself, cleanse the home, and then decide from there whether or not you want this relationship to work. She says, yes, please send it to me. I'm really need. Private message me. We can talk about that. Now, the cards in which are coming in, Miss Tammy, can you do a mediumship on here or not? Yes, I sure can. The cards that are coming in for you, Miss Brianna, are the Ice Queen, the Awakening card, and Contemplation. So, the first card being the Ice Queen, this card here, it says introspect, self-analysis, and fortitude. Because this card is coming out, Brianna, this is where, as far as this relationship, it has hardened your heart because of everything that has happened. Okay. And so they say we need to get to the core of this heart and we need to heal so that she can finally come out of this core. Right. And so because of that, if you don't do that, then you're allowing him to win. Okay. And I don't want you to allow anybody to win, especially not over your life. No. Now, on top of that, yes, Miss. So I've been channeling this whole time. Pretty much, I'm channeling, I'm reading, I'm doing everything. If you guys haven't paid attention, I'm a little bit of everything. On top of that, Miss Brianna, the Awakening card is coming in reverse position. This card has now come out 3 times. So because this is coming out 3 times, this awakening card, this says ancient knowledge, memories, and connection. This is literally about awakening, waking up to what it is that you want in spirituality and life, in spirituality and life and love. And what does it take to be happy in your life? That's literally what they're showing. What is it going to take to make you happy? What is it that you want? Tell us what you want so we can get it solved. It's one of those kind of things. Tell me what you want so we can get it solved. That's what Spirit's saying. Tell me what you want so we can get it solved. Let's get to it. What is it that you want, Brianna? Because now is the time. Sit in meditation, sit with your spiritual team, and call those things out that you want. Now, you want to be with him, it can work. But only if he and you both come to an agreement to make this work. But if it's going to continuously go this whole round and round and roundabout, that's got to stop. So now, on top of that, the last card that comes out for you, Brianna, is Contemplation. Now, this card is a very deep card. It says silence, knowing, and releasing control. First of all, when we release control, we're giving it all to God source energy, right? And the reason why we're giving it to God source energy is because sometimes we try and do this and do that and not realize that the issue is in your spirituality and in where you are. And so those things that happen in spirituality also affect your physical life. Okay? So because of that, they literally correlate, right? So this card is deep because they're talking about doing some introspect work. What is it that you want? Okay? Because if you pay attention to this card, you see the mountains in the background? These are mountains that are in Sedona. These are healing mountains. Not just that, but then you see Buddha in the middle, and he's about going inward. And then you see the lotus flower, and the lotus flower is about you and your spirituality and your gifts. And you see the temple and the stars, and this is literally about reaching into your spiritual team and balancing the self, finding guidance and peace within yourself, and figuring out what it is that you want. Because like I said before, you want to be with him and have a baby with him, you're going to be tied to that man for 18 plus years. Forever. Or do you release him? Because they talk about releasing control too. This is your choice. I'm just telling you the options. So, or do you release him and allow someone else to come in that can truly love you and give you what you want in every manner? And you can finally have trust in somebody. You can finally have peace in somebody. And not just that, they're going to give you that baby. They're going to give you everything that you want. But you've got to try to release what you've already been through. But at the same time, I'm hearing, what's love got to do with it? Love is difficult. It's not just an emotion, it's an action. If he loved you, would he be cheating on you? Because they also say, and what they're saying here is, if he loved you so much, why did he cheat on you time and time again? And not just that, but why does he not make you relevant? Ooh, ooh, take a listen at that. Why is he not making you relevant in his life? It's only when he needs you. Think about that. Is that okay? Is that okay? Ooh, is that okay for someone just to be coming around you just when they need you? And you want to have a baby with them? Oh, hell no. Hell to the no. You better get it right. You better get it real right. Because if he doesn't, he's going to not just lose you, but he's going to lose all respect that you have had from him, because that respect has been out the door a long time ago. So now you don't have any respect. You don't have any trust for him. But you have morals and self-respect that you go by. That's the only reason why you have not done him just as he has done you. But at the same time, you cannot allow anybody just to mistreat you and think that it's going to be okay. Because now they're going to sit here and walk all over you whenever they feel like it's okay. That's not okay. It's not okay. I will take my child, I will take everything that I have, and I will move on. And then leave you contemplating. Why is she acting like that? Oh, well, could it be the 15, 20, 50, 60 times that you've done cheated on me? No. You get it right now before you have a child? Or when you have a child, it's going to be very painful. That's not okay. You deserve love. Everybody deserves love. Everybody deserves to have that one person in life that they can walk with no matter what. You guys can walk together in that cold, in that street, and know that he has your back. Even though my husband and I done what we done to each other, one thing is for sure, I trust that man with my life. I trust him with my life. I do. I trust him with everything that I have. But we've also come to an agreement and an understanding, and we're learning to trust each other again. And it shows unconditional love. But it's a choice that both parties have to make and understand that we're in this as a commitment. From this point on, there is no more cheating. There is no more this or that. We're in this together. If you feel that you got to cheat, if you feel some sort of way, let me know so that I can get to getting. Right? Because we don't deserve to do that to each other. Brianna, choose better for your life, baby. That's some coffee with Eva. That's how Friday mornings are going to go from now on. So tune in every Friday to get that one-on-one session, to get coffee time with Eva Friday mornings, because this is going to be a new situation that I'm going to do every Friday morning. We're going to do coffee time, talking. We can do it all. Teaching, learning. So you see I have gifts too. Yes, Miss Brianna, I do see it. You have gifts. I do. I just need you to utilize them more. That's definitely needed. Azalea says we have to love ourselves first. That is true. When you love yourself, you will be able to let him go. Girl, go love on yourself. That is completely true. Go love on yourself. Go find your happiness and your joy and your peace. Find what makes you click for the day. Find what makes you happy for the day. Because at the end of the day, that's what matters. Are you happy? You're not trusting in anybody else to make you happy because you are making you happy. You understand? And if you can make you happy, can't nobody come against you and make you feel any way else. It's a choice. It's a choice to be happy. It's a choice to make yourself happy. It's a choice that you find comfort and peace within yourself. Because if you allow somebody else to try to do it, then you're also allowing that person to walk all over you. Whenever they so choose, you're giving up your free will to that person. That's what you're saying. That's not okay. That is not okay. You choose to make yourself happy from this day forward. From this day forward. Learn to release. Let go. Because there's more to life. And if he's not willing to make those changes with you, then let it go, baby. Thank you, Miss Brianna, for allowing me to channel and read for you today. Don't hesitate to reach out and do that one-on-one session. Okay, guys? All right, let's see. Thank you, Brianna, for allowing me to read for you, sweetheart. All right, so who's still with me? Let's do some free readings here because I know you guys have been patient and I know you guys have been wanting me to read for you. So here you go. We're entering into some free readings. If you want to send some donation after the reading, just because you want to, great. All my stuff is pinned there at the bottom. Feel free to send a donation even afterwards. When I do a free reading for you, I just ask that you go to my page, you leave a review, and you pay it forward. If you want to send a couple bucks, that's wonderful for supporting me. This is also on my YouTube channel. Lots of things are getting ready to happen. I'm making a YouTube spiritual traveling videos channel. We're going to be doing so much stuff coming in this next year. So I'm going to need all your guys' support, all your guys' love, sharing it out, doing everything that needs to be done. And so continue to support me and I will continue to be your spiritual guide. All right. How do I do the cleanse? What is it called? Okay, thank you. I really need this love and light. Appreciate your gifts. First time here. I'm grateful. Well, thank you, Miss Brianna, for allowing me to read for you. So spiritual cleansings, cord cutting, grounding, meditation. Brianna, private message me and I will give you all the details and try to get the information so I can send you that stuff to do the spiritual cleanse, the spiritual bath, and kind of give you the details of exactly how to do everything. And yeah, so private message me and we'll get the details for that, okay? All right. Let's see. So I feel like reading Ms. Okay, so is Ursa still here? IRSA. If they're not here, I'm going to go to the next one, which is Deb. And then I'm going to go to Miss Claire. And then Rosie. And then Azalea. Like I said, if you guys want to send donations, great. If not, like I said, pay it forward. Okay? So, if Ursa's not here, I'm moving on. I'm not seeing anybody reply. I know the video is on a little bit of a lag, so I have to catch up for a second. I feel like switching up the deck again. Which y'all vibing? So I got a few different decks. I want you to tell me. Send out some hearts. Which one you guys vibing? You guys vibing the spiritual wheel? So if you're vibing with this one, just type in spiritual wheel. Okay. Are you vibing the joyful inspiration? What you vibing with? What you vibing with, chick? What you vibing with? So if I'm gonna do a free reading, I'm gonna let you pick your deck. So do you want the Work Your Light Oracle? Do you want Spirit Wheel? Do you want Joyful Inspiration? Do you want just basic tarot? I have Tattoo Tarot. This is Tattoo Tarot. And then I have a basic Rider-Waite. Or I have Magical Dimensions. Or we also have Mystical Wisdom. These are just random. I also have Oracle Dream. So if y'all are feeling some sort of way where y'all want one, let me know. I also have Angel Tarot Deck by Radley and Valentine. So I do have Letterman as well. Yes, Miss Alzea, you girl, you know I have Lenormand. I have blue, orange, or light blue. Well, probably for you, I want to do one of each for you on those. All right. Joyful Inspiration is for Miss Brianna. And Miss D, one Spirit Wheel. Okay. Let's take a look. These are my Oracle decks. So, and the tarot. Okay, what else do we have today? I have a ton of different decks. It really depends on what I feel like using. But let's take a look. Let's start with Miss D. Miss D. And it's just because I'm being extra today. I've been on here for 2 hours and 9 minutes. Can you believe it? At least we're catching up to what we used to do. have a 3 o'clock appointment I got to get to, though. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go, Lisa, my kid is good. Then I have a 3 o'clock appointment. So, all right, Miss D. What do I need to see from Miss D? They say both, regular. All right. They're going all out. They said to go back through here. There's one that flipped. And then they show me to read from this one. So you're getting the spirit wheel and a tarot piece. We're doing some free and paid readings. I'm doing my free readings now. I'm hearing balancing out your energy and your time, having patience in all that you do. Nothing happens overnight. It's going to take time. Okay. Let's take a look, Miss D. All right. First cards that are coming out. All right, let's take a look. Doing some free and paid readings right now. Miss Tammy, I did not see, I had to hop off for a minute. Did you see my request? I did not see your request, honey. I did not see it. I'm going to do a couple free readings. If you like to do a channeling, let me know. Otherwise, let me go ahead and get these done. All right, Miss D. All right, first cards that are coming out is Creator card. Talks about awareness, co-creation, and change. This is also the number one. Number one is also about beginning independence, leadership, strong will. So this is literally about flying through, opening the wings, allowing yourself to be. There's a bird by my window too. So literally, this is literally about that co-creative change, which makes sense because the next card that comes in is the Strength card. Because this is all coming in together, having strength on your path to manifest those things in which you want and taking it to the next level, not allowing anything to come in and make you feel some sort of way. When you're on that spiritual high, it's a great time to to manifest those things in which you want. Not just that, they're making me focus on the birds here at the bottom, which are spreading their wings. Both you and Joe need to spread your wings on your spiritual journey together, right? Together to manifest those things in which you want in this relationship. Now, not just that, in comes the number 29 card, Cleansing Path of the North, releasing burdens, detoxification, and the energy flow. So this is the second card that's talking about energy flow. And not just that, if you pay attention, this is Spirit Path of the North, but this is literally, you can see the wolves here in the background. So you can see the tigers and the wolves and all that. And then you can see the strength of Mother Bear here. And so the strength of Mother Bear is coming in. And so she's like, look, so they're talking about you having strength through it all, but not just you, but Joe also has to have that strength if he's going to be with you. We got to get into that co-creative change. Not just that, but in comes the Six of Swords as we're in this journey. We're in this journey together. We're not in it apart. We do everything together. We're making this work through it all. We're finding strength in each other to make that move forward. If for whatever reason, and not releasing those burdens, detoxifying the energy. So they're saying ground that energy, detoxify, cleanse it as before you go on this journey together. We need to be sure that we're in understanding of where we stand and what's going to happen next. So they're saying have strength as you're going through that grounding process. Next card comes in, it talks about big tree moon, expectations, process, and your goals, setting those goals for each other and for as together. But not just that, once again, we have the spreading of wings, right? So that spreading of wings, this is literally about the spiritual process together and to find that new beginning in the spiritual process together. So this is like taking your relationship and like completely switching it up. Let's go ahead and recreate it. Let's go ahead and remanifest those things in what you want. And it makes sense because the king of swords is coming in. This really has to deal with Joe. Joe's got to get on the same page with you. We got to say, okay, this is what we want. This is what we can communicate about. Being open and honest with where we stand, because if we're not going to get to that budding moon in which we need. We need to do this so that we can create this. We need to do this so we can create this, right? So they're like, it all needs to come together. They say we need to mix the bowl together. It's not just about one person creating. We need to mix this bowl together. Let's make this happen, right? And then on top of it, Miss D, in comes the stone of the ancestors, which makes sense. And it says higher good, guidance, and choice. This is the 14 card. 4 and 1 is 5. 5 is all about freedom, variety, rebelliousness, progressiveness. So in order for us to move forward, we must understand that we've got to pull on that higher good of our ancestors, making those choices so that we can ride together, right? Making these choices. So not just can we ride together, but we can do what we need to do, right? And we got to do it. And then in comes the High Priestess. So this is literally for you. The High Priestess is representing you. The King of Swords is representing him. He needs definitely to set some goals, some spiritual goals. He knows you're gifted. Let's try to meditate together, doing it together. But for you, reaching into your spiritual team and literally, let's do what we got to do. Let's take you to the next level. Because for you, I see that we're in this space where they're saying we need to take this creative mode and like they're showing me like completely revamping it and taking you and progressing you into the next spiritual realms. And when you get there, there's nothing that's going to be able to stop you. But you've got to keep on raising that energy through it all. The moment that you fall backwards is the moment that we're taking steps backwards. And we don't need that, right? We've come too far to go backwards. Come too far to go backwards. So work together, communication, getting things back on the creative flow. Because if things are falling behind on a spiritual path, there's a reason for it. That means we got to take time out, be sure everyone's on the same page so that we can progress forward together, right? We got to do this together. In order to do it together, we have to come to some form of communication about what are those spiritual goals? What can we do next? Okay, Miss D. So thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. Many blessings, light, and love. Tammy wants a mediumship, and she wants to know the price. Miss Tammy, it is $25 for a mediumship or $33 for a mediumship and a reading. So it's 25 or 33. D says, been calling them all forward. Put YouTube on the other day and started switching on to shamanic healing and the animal protection for prayers, etc. Me and Joe we're like, wow, it's been one big TV while we're both working in the house. Yes, that is what you guys need. You guys definitely need that. That's more of that is what is needed. More of that is what is needed. So continue on, okay? Artie, I'm not sure if I'm saying your name right, but yes, you can ask a question. Hello, Kimmy. Yes. Let me try to come out of here and go back in real quick. for my YouTube people. So Artie, yes, you can. Timmy, hello. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining us. My name is EvaMarie. I am a Native American shaman, medicine woman, and I'm here to help everybody. And this is gifts of my spiritual team, and these are gifts in which I have been dealing with since I was a child, which is because I come from a long line of shaman, come from a long line of healers. That's what we do. So Artie says, hey, channeling 25, do I need more? No. So who would you like me to channel? Hold on. Lots of different comments coming up. Let's see if I can go out and come back in to be sure I got them all. Tammy says, pay $25. Do I need more? No, Miss Tammy. If you just want a channeling, you're good. If you just want a channeling, you are good, Miss Tammy. I'll get to you as soon as I do want to get to some of these people real quick. So Ursa wasn't here. I did one for Deb. Is Claire McNamara here? Miss Claire, are you here? Miss Claire, are you here? I'm trying to get through some of these paid readings. Let me get to Brianna. Brianna, which one did you want? Let me see if I go back real quick. Hold on. New comments. Hold on. Hello, Lori. What is George thinking about me? Will he patch up with me? 1 second, Artie. Let me get through some of these other people real quick. I have a little bit of a free line here. So my free is, and the people have to be here unless I say otherwise. People have to be here in order to get their reading. I just did Miss Deb. Is Miss Claire McNamara here? Joyful Dream. Thank you. So Joyful. Oh, the Joyful Inspiration for Brianna. All right. I'm going to do Brianna, and then I'm going to do Elzaria. Got her Letterman cards over here. Let me pull a couple of these, and then let me put Miss Paid or Miss Tammy channeling. Miss Tammy, do you have someone particular that you would like me to read for? Hello, everybody. If you guys would like a free reading, today's readings are $20 for a reading, $25 for channeling, or $33 for a mixed channeling and a reading. So it's 20, 25, or 33 today, unless I have put you on a free list. Otherwise, the free list, you kind of just got to go when I have the time, okay? Miss D says, I'm calling them off board. Okay. Hello, Kimmy. Love you. Shake my head. My girl sent you DM pics of our beautiful house. Still working on it, but we are in. Oh, that is so awesome, Miss D. I'm so excited for you guys. So excited for you guys. That makes me happy. I'll look at those pics in a little bit. All right. This one is going for Brianna. I'm just pulling a couple quick cards for you real quick. Okay, Brianna. Cards that are coming out for you. All right, you got Gazing Moon, Sunny Songs, Love in a Sunbeam, and then Parade of Flowers in reverse. So what does all that mean? Let's talk about that. First card coming out is Gazing at the Moon. It says, when you look up into the vast heavens, you discover that joy is also limitless. Ooh, that makes sense, Miss Brianna. They're talking about your joy, right? And so when you're sitting here pondering your happiness and what makes you tick, you know, you really have to call forth those things in which you want. You're sitting here wondering what it is that you want, but at the same time, they're answering you. And it's just like you're asking, are you listening to me? Are you listening? And they're like, yeah, we're listening to you. But at the same time, put the intention behind that at the same time. As you're sitting there gazing at the moon and you're sitting there pondering what it is that you want, let's put some intention with that so that we could get those things in which you want at the same time, right? And then Sunny Song says, Okay. So you guys still with me? All right. Let them choose. Okay. Everyone seeing me okay? It kind of kicked me out. So is everybody good? Okay. Wonderful. Okay. So don't know what that was, but okay. Okay. So everyone got me? Everyone good? Send me out some hearts. Be sure that you guys are seeing me. Broadcast is good. Okay. So let's start talking. So Miss Brianna. So then in comes Sunny Songs. So we had already the gazing at the moon, right? And then in comes Sunny Songs. And Sunny Songs here, it's saying sing along and allow the day to enchant you. So they're really talking about, your happiness and bringing that happiness back. What is it that you want in life? Let's make it happen. But they're really talking about what is enchanting you, what is enticing you to do what you do, what is going to make you happy for the day. That's what's important, is what makes you happy. This goes about your happiness again, right? What makes you happy? What makes you tick? What is it that you want to do? What's this creative? Where's your creative flow? Where do you want to go? Where's the next process? It's time to get there. Then in comes love is a sunbeam, and it says love radiates, and the more it does, the stronger it becomes. Think about that. Like I said before, Brianna, if he doesn't love you the way that you deserve to be loved, trust when I say that someone else is going to come in and they will love you exactly the way that you need to be loved. Whether or not it's going to be him or somebody else, you deserve to be loved, darling. You deserve to be loved. Everybody deserves to have love, to be loved, to have communication, to have all those things in what you want. If you're not getting it, there is a problem. There's a problem. Now, this card is coming in reverse position. So this is something that we really need to focus on. And this says, parade of flowers. Don't hold back. Life is like a colorful parade. Come dance with the fairies. How about some of that? Very beautiful card here. Come dance with the fairies, right? So they're literally calling you out. Your spirit stream is literally calling you out. Come on, let's go have fun. Let's start to get enchanted. Let's enter into our enchantment phase. Let's enter into our phases of creation. Let's enter into our manifesting. Let's enter into this phase. Let's connect to the higher greatness and the higher powers, that which is holy, righteous, and pure of all energies. And let's manifest your lover. Let's manifest your money. I manifest my love within my marriage. I'm manifesting happiness in my home, happiness within my son, happiness within my land and my property, happiness that the cars are going to get sold, happiness that I'm going to get the bus or the RV that I want, whatever it is. Happiness, and so we're manifesting these things because I'm happy, because I have the positive energy to back it up, and we're saying, universe, this is what we want. You see, when you get into that kind of energy, make it happen. Get to that creative point, because if anything isn't happening, it's because you're not allowing it to flow. Allow it to flow, sweetheart. Allow it to flow. Thank you, Miss Brianna, for allowing me to read for you. That was from the Joyful Inspirations. Very beautiful deck, as you guys seen. Very, very beautiful. All right. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. The next one I'm going to read for is Azalea. And then I'm going to read for Rosie. And then I'm going to go into Miss Tammy. And who else was I supposed to read for? Sorry, guys. I see Jennifer's on here. I'm going to try to read for Miss Jennifer. You guys got to stay on here, though. I'm going to try to read for Artie. So I'm going to try to do Azalea, Rosie, Artie, Tammy, Jennifer. That's who I have right now. Okay? All right. Okay. Now this coffee is nice and chill. Just need that caramel, that ice, whatever. Whatever. Lori says that she would love one. Miss Lori, I would put you on my list. Like I said, after I read for you guys, if you guys want, if it's a free reading and you guys want to donate, All the stuff is right there at the bottom to donate anything that you would like. If it's a couple dollars, whatever, you know, that shows support right there. It's positive energy coming in. So if you would like a reading and you don't feel, and I'm doing one for free and you haven't paid your $20, so reading's 20, channeling's 25, $33 for a mix. And so if you guys would like a reading and I have you down for a paid or a free, if you guys want to donate money, all the stuff is there at the bottom in my links. Be sure you pay the energy forward. Give to somebody else. If you don't feel like paying me, you know, buy somebody else a meal. Buy someone a happy meal. Pay the energy forward. Right? All right. Alrighty. So who's next? Who's next? Who's next? So Claire wasn't here. Azalea, then Rosie, then Artie. All right, Miss Azalea, we're going to go in to do some of the Lenormand, which I love Lenormand cards. They allow me to get more into my visuals, which I'm already channeling anyway, but it just kind of, I don't know. Lenormand it's a little bit, it goes a little bit deeper, guys. I'm going to pull 3 cards of each deck for you. I'm using Bluebird Lenormand. I'm also using the Gypsy Witch, and I'm also using Raina George. This is I love this deck. Love it, love it, love it. And because I use it so much, it's actually starting to fade. And I was just thinking the other day, I want, you know, when you find a deck that you really love, because I have 2 of the Happy Tarot decks, and I use the other one so much that I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and put those away now. That was like one of my first decks that I got. And then I got the same deck, but I have it in this one. So this is the second one of this deck that I have. I just fell in love with them because they remind me of the precious moments. This is a tarot deck, and I really, really, I've always loved this deck, which I think I'm going to use this right now in a little bit. Put that one away. I'm going to put away the Rider-Waite, putting away the Tattoo Tarot. I'm going to bring the purples out. All right, Miss Azalea. Let's take a look, honey. So whatever it is that you need answers on for questions 2, keep it in your heart space, please. Keep it in your heart space. Okay, I'm with you. Okay, more came out of that deck than I thought. All right, Miss Azalea, you got that. Got lots of cards that are coming out for you, honey. Lots of them. So lots of flippers, lots of ones that want to come out. Okay, we're open and receptive. Thank you. All right, let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Azalea, the first ones that are coming out, you have in the whole first set, you have here. This is, in a sense, it's a watchtower. When this card comes out, they really talk about emotions, and not just emotions, but then in here comes the spades. And when spades come out, these are things in which we need to cut off, we need to deal with. This also talks about communication, spiritual lessons that we are going through. It talks about having ambition and having the courage to do what we have to do, balancing out our emotions. And so when they talk about balancing, are there things in which we need to deal with and emotionally, whether or not it's anxieties or stress factors that we need to deal with, that you need to release those anxieties, release those stress factors, because the spades are all about cutting off. They're talking about releasing those things. So they're like, okay, what is it that we need to release? Not just that, it also has to be to deal with the air. So this is about being fluidic, releasing those things, grounding, and allowing yourself to be. So they're talking about emotions, right? So they're talking about emotional standards. And then in comes your hearts here, and it says, the slumbering moon, when it rises near, means that great honors are bound to appear. Intuition and perception soar in the night. Emotions wax and wane in the moonlight. So they're really talking about your emotions. And especially right now, because we're in this time of, you have the equinox, you have a new moon, we have all kinds of different things that are coming in, right? So it's like your intuition and your intentions and things are like super heightened right now, which we talked about earlier. And we talked about, your ascension process and things that are happening right now. So this is all confirmation. So we need to release these anxieties so that you can move on and move into your heart space. You can move on and move into that heart space. You can be open and fluidic within that heart, right? And then not just that, in comes a house in a reverse position. So if there's things that are going on in the house in which we need to get balanced out, balance them now instead of going into the next month with the same stuff. So it's like by Passover, I want everything to be cleared mentally, physically, emotionally. And yes, I know it's a lot, but you need to go through this through your ascension. You need to release some of these things so that you can release them through your ascension, so that you can go through that like a spiritual growth here. And so this is the house. It's in reverse, and it says, a stately house beyond the gate bestows stability upon your fate. In love and play, your chance to win depends on how you first begin. So because we're, like I said before, we're in this new creative mode here, I need you to really cleanse the house, do that deep spiritual cleaning spiritually, so in your temple and in your home. When you do that, you can really call forth those things in which you need to happen, in which you want to happen, and they're going to manifest. You need to be higher in this light space. Balance that house out, right? So they're really talking about opening up that heart space. So you cut off those things that you need to cut off. In opens up the heart space, and then in comes the six of clovers. What's the word I'm thinking about? Six of clubs, and this is lightning. It says lightning denotes surprises, and it says disagreeable in accordance to distance. So this has to do with in the house. If you're having any disagreements, any discord, we need to balance them out, deal with them before the end of the month, so that we can start fresh into the new beginning instead of feeling like, it's one thing after another. So because of that, when it says it denotes a surprise, if we can balance things out, you're going to be ready for this surprise in a good way, especially on an emotional note, which makes sense because the next one comes in. This is the six of diamonds. Diamonds are literally about, just think about it, it's like wealth, it's greatness, it's money, it's everything that you want. This is material objects, money, material gain, things like that. But this is also a clover. This is good luck that is getting ready to come your way. And then in comes some more diamonds, and they say as long as we can communicate, because birds are all about communication. And it says birds bring a message full of cheer. If this card falls distant, all is not clear. Whatever the outcome, remain without fear. Woes will be brief when the birds disappear. And not just that, birds also represent communication. We need to communicate through the house, those things in which we want, those things in which we're manifesting, so that everyone can understand that when you manifest, you will receive, but everybody has to be on the same page. Because if you're constantly going forward, 2 steps back, going forward, 2 steps back, taking 1 step forward, 2 steps back, you're slowly making that move, versus everyone being on the same plane so we can all take off and get there, right? That's what we're talking about. Let's do it together. Now, especially when it comes to some gentlemen in the house, we need to definitely get them on the same page with us. And then in also talks about, and it literally says, the principal card shows a man tired and true, held high in regards. He tells fortunes for you. And upon your behest, if the cards are read well, the worst and the best cards will foretell. So this literally has to do with a guy or a male energy that is within the house, in which we need to, you know, he needs to see the positivity in which you bring, and not just focus on the negative stuff. As we're going through our ascension, people tend to focus on the negative, and then that negative thing will happen instead of focusing on the positive. It's just like when someone says, what are you angry about? Or stop being angry. It's just like, or what is it that my husband, sometimes when he says something to me and it completely gets me. It's when he says, what, are you upset? No, I'm not upset, but if you want me to be, I can be upset. Like, and then he'll keep on saying, what you upset about? I'm like, nothing, nothing, nothing. But then it like ticks you off and now you're upset. So it's one of those kind of things. There's a male that is pressing your buttons, and we need to put a stop to that. And so she says, yes, I've been watching my emotions. They have been up and down. So literally. And then people are asking for, hey, love, can you get a message, please? Kavita, hi, hope you're well. I would like to know if I will find another job after soon. Lost my job. Okay. Yes, he is trying. He is surrounded by negativity. Yes, Miss Azalea, he is surrounded by negativity. And that's where he needs to get on the same page as you. Like, we really need to get on the same page. And then, not just that, is then in comes the order. This is the Jack of Clubs. And because of this, this is literally about dealing with emotions, right? So clubs are all about emotions. They're also about the work in which we do. It's about the energy growth, the glory. It talks about the dealings that we go with. So, and it also deals with the fire elements. But it says the order denotes honor and recognition of labor. And it says a sure sign of business success. So it's like he needs to see what you do, and you need to appreciate what he does. It's like y'all need some appreciation time instead of pressing each other's buttons all the time. It's one of those kind of things. Last set for you, income's doing a good spiritual cleanse, right? Because this is the incense burner needing to do a deep spiritual cleanse, you know, releasing some of that negativity. And then in also comes the birchwood. It says birchwood brings strife to what should be bliss to a husband and wife. All has gone amiss. Prepare for sorrows that dampen the day, begotten of quarrels that bring much dismay. Stop the freaking arguments. Enough with the arguments. Cleanse this stuff. Cleanse this stuff. He has to stop pressing your buttons. Has to stop. And then in comes the garden. And the garden has 3, 6, 7, 8. It has 8 swords, which are spades, and it says the garden enters into, it says the gardens entreat to a party you'll go, new friends will arrive, and romance may flow. Life to be enjoyed with nature all around. In this verdant settings, beauty, peace abound. What this is talking about is that you guys need to reconnect on a romantic level. Something about getting romantic, needing to reconnect, needing to get back, needing to do a date night. Let's go to dinner. Let's reconnect. Y'all need some reconnection, especially if it's in your relationship. Now, last card is the book. It's in reverse. Why is the book in reverse? This has to do with your hearts. You guys are hiding your true emotions and intentions instead of being open. So instead of having that open book, this book is closed. So let's see. It says the book the book brings about the discovery of a mystery affecting the person for better in a degree governed by the distance. So this is literally about mysteries. Like I said, you guys need to be honest and truthful with those things in which you want in this relationship, and let's make those things, and let's both get on the path to doing it, because you don't need a closed book in a relationship, because it gets you nowhere. He needs to stop pressing your buttons. You need to stop pressing his buttons. You both need to come to agreement that you both love each other so that we can move on from wherever you guys are, instead of the quarrels and the arguments, because this does not do good for your ascension process. You both have to deal with this so that you can ascend properly. These are one of the things and that you're going through for your spiritual development. Right? Don't allow people to press your buttons. No, no, no. Okay? Thank you so much, Miss Azalea, for allowing me to read for you, honey. All right, so I still am working on my free list, and I have still to work. I have Miss Tammy I have to work with as well. So thank you so much, Azalea, for allowing me to read for you. Miss Rosie, and then Artie, and then Tammy, then Jennifer, and then Lori. Lots of people I'm trying to read for. You got to be here. You got to be present to get your reading. All right. I want to read for Miss Rosie, and I'm going to work with the Lenormand once again. Miss Rosie. Okay. They have me doing something a little bit different here. So we're going to go ahead and pull Miss Rosie. We're going to go tarot and Lenormand. If you paid for a reading, let me know that you have paid. Miss Tammy, I do have you. I'm just trying to get through some of these free ones. How I normally work is free, paid, free, paid, free, paid, all the way down the line. But today I'm doing a little bit different. Why? Because I feel like being random today. And I only have until 3 o'clock to get everything done because I have another client at 3 o'clock. And I've been on here for almost 3 hours now. I'm on for 2 hours and 46 minutes and 28 seconds. Brianna says, you're so awesome and cool. Thank you so much, Brianna. I appreciate you. If I'm doing a free reading for you and you want to donate, all my stuff is there at the bottom of the pin. Please go ahead and donate a couple bucks for your support. Thank you so much. If you choose not to, then go buy someone a Happy Meal. Pay the energy forward. Do something good. Connect to that positive energy and let it flow, let it flow. Instead of saying letting it go, let it flow, let it flow. I got problems today. No, I don't have any problems or any issues. I have positivity today, right? We got to work on our words in which we use. Positive energy, positive vibrations, positive vibes, positive and goodness and prosperity comes our way. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Miss Rosie. Miss Rosie. They say guided release, which we're going to do this weekend. We're with that. Time for peace and harmony in your world, in your life. You made a good sister and friend. She will help to guide you on your path. You already know. I always got you covered, Miss Rosie. Always. But your spiritual team also has you covered. And it's literally, they're showing me like end pieces and like, they're showing me end of the puzzle. They're showing me the end, like, they're showing me end pieces. And when I'm being showed end pieces, it's like the end of something. To start something new, we got to drop these end pieces. So they're showing me drop the end pieces so we can get here, which we're going to be doing anyway when we do your journey this weekend. So yes, guys, I do shamanic journeying where we deal with a lot of issues from your past life, from stuff that you're going through from this life. Like I do all kinds of work in the realms. I do spiritual cleanings, all kinds of stuff. So, and spiritual journeys are one of my favorites. And so, anyways, so spirit team is talking about movement forward. Interesting, because let's talk about the cards that are coming out. Hold on. So the cards that are coming out, and okay, they want to do these ones real quick. Oh, thank you, Brianna. Hey, Samara, I didn't know you were still on, honey. I'm gonna add you to my list. Hopefully I could get to everybody by 3. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. All right. Miss Rosie. Yes, she is receptive. Miss Rosie is my spiritual sister. We have made a connection for a couple years now, or about a year and a half. And she's very good people. And she's been in my life, in my past life before. All right, Miss Rosie. Girl. All right. Let's get to talking. Let's talk, sis. All right. So I pulled 2 sets of Lenormand. I also pulled a tarot set for you. Let's talk about this because Spirit is coming in really strong, guys, still. So I'm here. Okay. So, all right. When energy comes in this strong, it's a lot. It's a lot. Okay. So first card, Miss Rosie, is the High Priestess. She's all about wisdom. She's all about grace. And she's about taking on abundance. She's really trying to find herself. She communicates well. So this person here is all about your intuition, Miss Rosie. Not just that. This is about trusting yourself, trusting things in which you have put in place that it is meant to be. Not just that. They're saying now is the time to make some things happen, not feeling like you're stuck at all, but allowing yourself to completely grow. Why is that on here? Hold on. 1 second, guys. I don't know why. Okay, don't know why it's doing that. It has somebody posted on here, but anyways. So the High Priestess, so when she comes out, so she's all about intuition, wisdom. She's about paying attention to those things in which you want to happen. So she is a very well-spoken energy when she comes out. Now, understand that when she comes out, this is trusting yourself, especially when it comes to, they say, look, you have the best intent. Parents have the best intention when it comes to their kids. Okay. When it comes to your children, you say it, you stick it, you forget it, like it is what it is, right? But what we can't do is allow him or allow someone to come in, make you feel some sort of way because they're not doing what they need to do. Okay. So, in a sense, when it comes to their father, he needs to literally figure out what his intentions are and not putting kids in harm's way in any shape or form. But not just that, getting the kids, they're showing me here, your intention with the kids are very pure. You want what's best for them, but the kids are coming in a reverse position. They're feeling some sort of way because of this relationship that has broken up, right? So they're feeling some sort of way. But when it comes to this, they also, it's like, we have to let this happen. You know, they're going to be okay. They have you. And when you make this move, and I understand that you don't want, they're going to want their dad, but at the same time, you have to do what's also best for you through the process. So yeah, your kids are feeling some sort of way because of what's going on. You do have control over them. You have to continue to take control over the situation. Now, in also comes a 6 of Swords. When the 6 of Swords comes in, they talk about a journey in which you're getting ready to take. Now, through this journey, we cannot have any negativity in the way, because when we have negativity in the way, it can definitely put a hinder on those things in which we're trying to achieve. Now, not just are they talking about the journey, but they're also talking about letting go and having peace and releasing that negative energy. So because of that, after you release, in comes the flowers, and this is all about needing to heal. And the flower says happiness anew from the flowers scent. That outlook for you means encouragement. Days will be filled with pleasures come true. Fate has so willed the best unto you. Girl, this is everything in which you have been needing lately. And not just that, then in comes the writer. and the rider is in the middle. So in a sense, you want him to stay because he's a father, but at the same time, you know, so there is that, but at the same time, you know that it's done because he's on his way out. So there's still some emotional connection that has to be released. He's always going to be a part of your life. However, it has to be done. Okay. Yes, you have love for him, but at the same time, we've got to move on, right? Because this is what we have to release. We have to release him so that you can receive this beauty. You can receive everything that you want as you are getting ready to take a journey. So that's confirmation for you. Now, what worries me here is that this Chariot card is coming in a reverse position. You're unable to move because of the conflict of the situation with the father, because the kids want to be there. However, they're like, look, you can still escape, but you have to take control over the situation. You have to learn and communicate to them that everything is going to be okay. We're still going to make things happen. You're not going to be alone. We still got, daddy's going to be a part of your life no matter what. And not just that, but everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. You know, and it is going to take that little bit of time. When I say when we get ready to go to San Antonio, I'm going to be right there with you, backing you up to help you until you get acclimated. When you have someone backing you up, everything's going to be okay. We're going to be there a good month, at least, so that we can get you to where you need to be. I'm not going to let you fall at all. So not just that, but then in comes the book, and it says, the unopened book leaves stories concealed. When pages are read, the truth is revealed. The book guards tales of inner emotions. Blessed are the words of deep devotion. Okay. Now, when we look at this card, this is truly about releasing what has happened, right? So it's that devotion that you had with him is now done. We're releasing that this weekend, right? We're going to go in. We're going to do that journey. We're going to release that so that you can finally move on. Okay. Not just that. It says the truth is revealed. You already know his true colors, baby. You knew what you were dealing with. It's just that things went from good to worse in the marriage. And then it's just like, and it's not that you don't trust them, but in a sense, you don't trust them. I mean, I hate to say it like that, but you love them, but you don't trust them because you're still going to take my kids around my people if I tell you not to, and that's not what is supposed to happen. If I tell you not to do something, it's because I don't want you to do it for a reason, especially when it deals with my family. When it deals with your family, if I tell you to do something with my kids, I expect you to do it. Right? Every mother does that. Everybody does that. When it comes to our kids, if I tell you to do something with my kid or not to do something with my kid, you better respect my wishes. The moment that you overstep that is the moment that we have problems. Right? Every woman on here could tell you the same thing. You have every reason to be protective of your children. Every reason. And, you know, because if you don't, who is? Who's going to protect your children? And like I said before, if something happens to your kids, you're going to feel some sort of way. Right? Because I told you not to take my kids there, and yet you still did it. Now, if it were me and something happened to my kid, well, I told you not to do something, I'm going to be sure I fuck you up physically and spiritually. You're going to know better. Right? It's going to be one of those things. Something happens to my kid, oh, I'm coming for you on every level. On every level. And that's something that he has to realize and recognize. You're messing with somebody's baby. If I tell you not to do something, I'm telling you don't do it. Don't disrespect me. Because the moment that you disrespect me is the moment that we're going to have a problem. And I'm trying to be kind and courteous because I want my kids to know their father. But if you're going to treat me some sort of way and you're going to treat me as if I don't count and the words that what I say don't count, then we have a problem. And I'm trying to be nice for the sake of our children. The moment you step on my toes is the moment we have problems. So understand that the reason why you're feeling the way that you are, it's understandable, baby. It's understandable. When you feel like you're alone and like you don't have your family there and like your baby daddy ain't listening to you, it feels like your world is falling apart. And I'm here to let you know, Rosie, is that you're not alone. I got you covered. Your big sis has you covered all the time. Right? And if he's not going to show you that respect and understanding, know that somebody else will. They will. And then the last card that comes in, my handsome boy. You want to come say hi? Right here. Say hi.
Yeah.
Love you. You good? All right. I'm almost done. Okay. All right. All right. And the last one, the last card is about communication. This is so important. The birds, when they come in, they talk about, they're not just about communication, but communication. And if you pay attention, these here, this is 7 diamonds. And diamonds are all about that growth. They're also about money, material growth, spiritual growth. It's also earthly element, but this is also about communication. You've got to communicate to your kids and to your ex about how you want things to happen. Even though you move away from him, you have to communicate to them that, look, mommy still has it covered. You're still going to be around your father. Your X, Y, and Z is still going to happen. I need you guys to trust me. And I need you guys just to go with the flow. I'm not going to ever hurt you. I'm not going to put you in harm's way. I only want the best for you. And the best for you and for me at this time is to pick up and to move. Daddy can come. He can visit whenever he's ready. We'll always come back here and make that happen. During the first month that you're there, you come 2 weeks after you're there and you stay at a hotel and you let the dad come and visit. And then at the end of the month, have him come and visit, stay at a hotel, and he could visit with the kids and they could go swimming, things like that, while you're, working at the house. But that's putting that base ground that, look, mommy and daddy are still going to try our best to co-parent to the best that we can. And by doing that, you're setting that tone that everything's going to be okay. And hopefully, depending on when you get there, hopefully we'll be we'll be right behind you when we come to visit, and then our kids could play and we could get the house together and things like that, right? So, we got lots of things to do, but at the same time, now that you have someone in your corner, I'm not going to let you fail at all. There's more to this. And I believe that you can handle it by all means. So don't for 1 second think that you can't. Don't for 1 second think that I'm not going to respond to your text. Everybody knows that has ever watched my live and that I have ever worked with. Once you have a reading with me, once we've made that bond, I'm going to be there for you guys. I'm not going to let you guys fail, especially if I have anything to do with it on a spiritual level. I'm not going to let anybody fail because I wouldn't want anybody to let me fail, especially on my darkest days. On my darkest days, I want someone to be like, hey, sis, you good? I haven't seen you in a while. You good? I haven't talked to you in a while. Why? Because if we don't have family and the universe is putting people in your path to be a part of your family, be there for them. That's what the universe wants. Right? And so, Rosie, I'm not going to let you fail. You got this covered. Let's set those ground rules. Let's set those boundaries and let's make some things happen. Okay? Don't not move because this isn't the right time for the kids. The kids are remarkable. They'll adjust. He's moving on anyway. So when we go in this weekend, we're going to really do some journeying and let some things go because it's needed. So that not just can he move on, but you can move on as well. And we could finally put this relationship to rest. You guys will always be friends. You'll always co-parent. But at the same time, you've got to do what's best for you and the babies. That's it. That's all. Love you too, sweetheart. So do what you got to do. Let's get to looking. Not just that, I'm ready to go to San Antonio anyway. Got lots of people out there. So it's about that time. All right. So thank you so much, Miss Rosie, for allowing me to read for you. And let's see. And then see you, what, I think I have you on tomorrow. If you still are good for tomorrow, or we could move it to Sunday, whatever works for you. I'm open. Okay. And then is Artie still here? And then I'm going to do Tammy, Jennifer, Lori, Samara. I'm looking for Artie, Aarti. Got to be here to get your reading, guys. I'd love to read for you, but if you're not here, I will skip you unless I tell you otherwise. Alrighty. So it's going to be Artie, Tammy, Jennifer, Lori, Samara. All right. And at this point, I'm not seeing Artie on here. Blum, 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 blum. Alrighty, alrighty. So I think Artie is gone. All right. All right, Rosie, I'll see you tomorrow, honey. Thank you for the donation. Okay. All right, so Artie is not here, so I will skip that one. Next one is Miss Tammy. Miss Tammy, she wants to do whatever spirit has for her, so we'll go ahead and start that channel now for Miss Tammy. Miss Tammy. Trying to get to everyone before 3. You do have a 3 o'clock appointment. Where's Miss Tammy? All right, working on Miss Tammy. Hello, Miss Zoila. It's been a while, honey. I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. I have a few clients today, and I'm going to try to go live again a little bit later, because I know some people have gotten in, some people haven't. I do have to be out of here by 3. So if I don't get to you today, or if I don't get to you, if I don't finish off my free list after Miss Tammy by 3 o'clock, then I will get to everybody else this evening. So I would start off with Jennifer, Lori, and Samara. So if I don't get to you before 3 o'clock, I will definitely get to you later on tonight, okay? And then you've got to be present. So I will try to tag you guys, Jennifer, Lori, and Samara, but I'm going to try to get everything done. So let's go ahead and start that channel for Miss Tammy. Miss Tammy, I'm with your spiritual team. They're speaking of, go ahead. Miss Tammy, your spiritual team is talking about being open and free, needing to clear the mind, body, soul, heart, spirit, grounding the self. getting connected back to Mother Earth and the earthly elements, needing to balance this self out. Lots of grounding needs to take place, not lots of healing. I call in healing into your chakras. Ooh. But I feel like lots of grounding, meditation, healing. Call in for healing as you guys wish for Miss Tammy. So we call in healing for Miss Tammy. Light, love, happiness, joy for Tammy Nelson. Healing, mind. So be receptive, Miss Tammy. Anybody that needs healing at this time. Reiki, Reiki, Reiki. Chokore, chokore, chokore. Seiheki, seiheki, seiheki. Hansha se shonen, hansha se shonen, hansha se shonen. Daikomyo, 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 daikomyo. Daikomyo, 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 daikomyo. Hansha se shonen, hansha se shonen, hansha se shonen, hansha se shonen, hansha se shonen. Chokore, 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 chokore. Miss Tammy, they keep showing me, like I have some type of a pressure here around in this area, left side. Like if it's like what they're showing me is like a headache or some type of a pressure over my eye in this area. And then Miss Tammy, what they're also showing me is that they show me with your pancreas, and they're talking about blood sugars, and they're talking about elevation and watching your blood pressure, your blood sugars. They show me elevation, needing to balance it out, needing to watch what you eat. I see, and what I would do is, like they show me like if you have soup, make some soup with like a good chicken noodles, like a chicken soup that has cabbage and carrots, and you can put a little bit of chicken in there. You put chicken in there, celery, season it accordingly. I need you to put some turmeric in there and some ginger and garlic. And this is going to help you. They're showing me like they need to balance out your sugars in your body and your blood pressure. Watching the amount of salt that you put in your body, watching that and what you eat, a lot cleaner of a diet, needing to balance out. They say needing to balance and ground, healing. So Miss Tammy, they're talking about needing to heal the mind, body, soul, heart, and spirit. So we call forth realigning of your mind, body, soul, heart, and spirit. Grounding yourself. I want you to start grounding and meditating and healing. We are getting into a little bit warmer of a time here in the Midwest. And it's time for you to start grounding. It's time for you to start healing. Even if it's you going to the porch and, working with just releasing this, any kind of stress, tension, especially if it's like a tension, kind of a headache, needing to get this balanced out. Because they show me like some type of pressure in here. And then they say, they keep saying, watch what you put into your body. Drinking, even if you're drinking a tea, make a green tea that has, you can put like green tea with ginger and turmeric in there. That will help you as well. But it's just like we need to balance everything out. We need to do some balancing and healing of the mind, body, and soul. Your mom comes in every time they talk about your health. Your mom is always here. Your mom always comes in. And Ed, I need her. Ed is saying, I need her to heal herself, to watch what she's putting into her body so that she can be here for a long time for the children, for everybody. You're the cornerstone of their life now, your mom is saying. You're the cornerstone of their life, and it's time for you to take your place. It's time for you to take your place. You're a matriarch in the family, especially a spiritual matriarch, and you can help so many. I need you to believe it and to feel it and to go with it. Your spiritual team is putting, like I see Archangel Michael on the left side and Archangel Metatron on the right side. And they're like cutting things away from you. They're also, so an Archangel Metatron has this cube in which is starting from the crown chakra and going down. So he's definitely trying to do some healing. So they're trying to do some healing here. Because it's healing of the mind, body, soul, heart, and spirit, rebalancing the chakras, rebalancing the energy. And they keep on saying guidance and peace, guidance and peace, guidance and peace, guidance, peace, harmony, guidance, peace, harmony, guidance, peace, harmony. They keep on repeating it as if we're chanting. They're chanting guidance, peace, harmony. I need you to start doing affirmations. Guidance, peace, harmony. Chokore, chokore, chokore. Guidance, peace, harmony. Guidance, peace, harmony. Abundance, wealth, blessing, protection, and healing. Abundance and blessing, protection. Chokore, chokore, chokore. Seiheki, seiheki, seiheki. Hanja se shaman. Hanja se shaman. Hanja se shaman. Chokore, chokore, we call for peace and harmony to you, Miss Tammy, and balancing of your chakras. This is required by your spiritual team. They're talking about grounding you and healing you. So we call forth healing to Miss Tammy from the crown chakra to the third eye chakra, throat chakra, heart chakra, solar plexus, sacral, and your root chakra, and through your legs. Are your feet getting numb? I see swelling on the feet. And I feel, and they're showing me swelling on the feet, numbness, and it's like I would say like neuropathy. And so this is like where there's tingling through the feet and needing to, like, as if the circulation is off or needing to balance. I would work with your doctor to get things back in check. I feel like medicine needs to be readjusted. And they say, we need you here. Your Ed keeps on saying, we need you here for a long period of time. So I need you to get things right. Okay, so we call upon spiritual team to help to get the house sold, get things sold, so that this becomes less stress on the body, mind, and soul. Because they're like, we need to get things back together. Okay, Miss Tammy, they're talking about needing to get things back together. Your mom and Ed are sending you love. Ed is sending you love and says, give my kids my best, and you continue to fight for your health and for what is best for your mind, body, soul, heart, and spirit, and for like your energy. You need to get your energy back in check, okay? Not just your physical energy, but your spiritual energy, needing you to meditate, needing you to ground, needing you to balance, Okay, that is so important right now. Your mother-in-law comes through. She says to give your husband to give my son my best, my love. Always thinking about him, always thinking about them. And she's showing me the rocks, putting rocks in your path. When they put rocks in your path, it's because she's helping. They're helping because it's his mom, your mom, and Ed. They're helping different things to happen in your life and helping you to maneuver through it. So they're helping to get your path together in your life, okay? And your spiritual team and the archangels are putting light over you for your healing and balancing. So thank you, Miss Tammy, for allowing me to read for you. Many blessings, love and light, honey. Let's pull just a couple cards for Miss Tammy. I'll pull from the Magical Dimensions deck. Ooh, got a flyer. All right, Miss Tammy. In comes the adventure, and it says innocence, play, discovery. Then comes in the guardians, and it says shielding, defense, and warning. And then in comes the awakening, and it says ancient knowledge, memory, and connection. This is literally working within your spiritual team. They will help you to connect, to ground, to get you back to where you need to be. This is also that spiritual connection in which you need, not just for grounding and balancing, but also for to help you through your ascension process as well. They will help you. They will help to guide you. Not just that, they will help to protect you, because they say, they're showing me like they're putting protection around you. They say because it's needed. They keep on saying because it's needed. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but they're just saying we're putting that protection around you, that shielding in which you need to always get you to where you need to be. And then in comes the adventure card. And this is literally taking things from one level to the next level. And this is literally says innocence, play, and discovery. So they're really talking about your spiritual discovery, opening the self up, which you're already open, but there's a new spiritual level in which you're going into, and they're trying to prepare you for that. So in order to prepare you for that new spiritual level, it's one in which you need to get your body in check, get your health in check, get the mind, do some spiritual grounding, some meditation. That's going to help you to progress into your next spiritual plane. Okay. So hope that helps you, Miss Tammy. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you and for bringing in your mother, Ed, and your mother-in-law. So thank you so much for allowing me to channel the archangels and your spiritual team. So many blessings, Miss Tammy. Many, many blessings. All right. I do have time for one more reading. I have 4 viewers. I'm not sure who's here. Do I have Jennifer, Lori, or Samara still here? Jennifer, Lori, or Samara? I have time for just one more reading. I have 7 more minutes. Jennifer, Lori, or Samara? Who is here? And then I'm going to jump off because I have a client. And then check me out tonight. And I will be going live again later on tonight. It's probably not going to be till like 9, I think it is. So I'll be going live again tonight to do some more paid and free readings. So if you didn't get a chance to get in today or this morning or this afternoon, then check me out later on tonight. We'll be going live once again for some more readings. Sorry, we do not do that. So you guys, we send you guys out light and love. And for all you guys out here that keep on going to people's lives and trying to get them to private message you, they don't want to do that, and it's annoying. So may you find your own clients, because when you go to somebody else's lives, they, those people, they recognize who's who, and it's not okay. I don't accept it on my life. We send you out light and love, but you're not going to continue to do that. So I'm blocking you. Okay? Anyways, not happening. Thank you so much, Miss Tam. She says, thank you so very much. Always spot on. You're so welcome. All right, so I got Lori and Samira here. So, all right, I'm going to try to do Miss Lori. I'm going to try to do Samira too. I know, they're always on here. All right, so I'm going to try to do Miss Lori. All right, so Miss Lori, keep your questions in your heart space. Miss Lori. Samara says, you're always around. It's okay. I can't wait if you have to go. It's okay. I'm going to try to get through everybody. I'm trying. I still got a couple more minutes. All right. So, Miss Lori, first cards that are coming out, I pulled for you the Magical Dimensions and the Happy Tarot. So, all right. The throat chakra is coming in a reverse position, Miss Lori. So, because the throat chakra is coming in reverse position, it says, speak your truth, courage, and suppression. So, if the throat chakra is off, they also say to balance out your heart chakra. These two kind of go correlation. So does the heart and the solar plexus. They're like right there. The heart chakra is all about balancing. It's like the center of all. But because the throat chakra is coming in that reverse position, this is where, as if you're not able to speak your truth, or if somebody is trying to suppress you from moving forward. And then, so they're saying here, in comes the Six of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles is literally knowing when to help, knowing when to accept generosity, knowing when to also give it. But it also, so they're talking about accepting help, but they're also talking about needing to balance out our debts, those things in which are holding us back. So because these two are coming back, it's like, so they're talking about your debts, your like needing to speak your truth. And what they're showing me is that this needs to happen, speaking your truth, speaking things out, because if you don't speak things out accordingly, it's like you're not going to receive, like you will receive it, but you can receive so much more if you do this or that, right? So they're saying in order for this or that to happen, we have to speak our truth, manifesting those things in which you want, especially if it's money to help to get through your debt, whatever the case is. We need to speak our truth. We need to manifest it. We need to get things in order. I always tell people, you know, it's harder to manifest when you're in that lower energy. It's easier to manifest when you're in that higher vibe. So because of that, watch your energy when you're in that higher vibe, or if you're feeling some sort of way, take a shower, listen to binaural beats for a quick chakra tune-up. And then what will happen is, as soon as you do that, put on some happy music, dance around, get to cleaning or whatever works for you. And then as soon as you're dancing around and you're feeling that energy raise, then go ahead and go into that meditation and manifest those things in what you want from a higher vibrational standpoint. You'll get a lot further. Not just that, but then in also comes the empowerment card. It says grounded, strength, and stamina. This is literally taking control. And then in comes the Two of Wands in a reverse position. And so this is in a reverse position. So they're talking about needing to take control instead of people trying to come in and do things for you. No, you need to take control over your prosperity and your choices, because if not, someone is going to take this opportunity to do you wrong. So pay attention to those people that might be trying to do you wrong. This is also a time frame card. So this is like they're planning a new direction, taking control over your will, taking control over something. So they're like, we need to take control over things. But not just that, this is also about taking control over your prosperity, your choices, those things in which you want to happen in your life, instead of, and then they're like, go forward, clear out this negative stuff and take control over it, because there's no going backwards. Once you decide to move forward, you're moving forward. This is also a time frame card. So this could be either two so it's like the number 2 comes in, so it's like 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. So because of that, not just that, and then it is a wand, so this is like literally something happening within the next 2 weeks. So because this is a 2-week time frame, pay attention to those people that don't necessarily have your best interest at hand, because whatever's going to happen in 2 weeks time, it's like they're going to try to take advantage of you, especially if it's taking advantage of you financially. Don't allow anybody to take advantage of you. Pay attention to what they're trying to do, because not everybody has the best intention for you. Now, then in comes the emergency card. It says creation, resurrection, and magician. This is literally about having the tools in which you need to create your happiness and your joy, because everything is getting ready to happen for you right here, right now. And not just that, they're like really taking something and switching around. So I feel like switching your life on a happier base, new perspective, new situation, because in comes that 6 of Wands, and the 6 of Wands is finally having victory. But in order to have that victory, you must not. So it's like you got to get your ego in check, get your pride in check. And this is also about hope, victory. This is about celebration. This is about recognition. This is about appreciation, because they're like, look, we got everything together. Now you also need just to manifest it. Like you need to put it, like, it's just like they're opening up the door. They're getting ready to hand something to you. Are you going to be are you going to be receptive enough to receive it? Or are you going to let it bypass you? You let it bypass you if you let other people get into your mind, instead of you making the choices in which you need to make for your financial well-being. Your well-being is what counts. What other people have to say, it doesn't matter. It's what you need to happen for your life. Don't allow anybody to suppress your thoughts or your voice. Speak up. Okay? So thank you so much for allowing me to read for you, Miss Lori. All right. Let's see. The last one is going to Miss Samara. Miss Samara, they're having me pull Lenormand for you. And then I'm going to jump off here because I have another client. Miss Samara. Okay. You're so welcome, Miss Lori. All right, Miss Samara. All right, we're pulling Lenormand for you. All right. She says, Miss Lori says, definitely makes sense. Thank you. Miss Samara, first cards that are coming in, you got the fox, you got the child in reverse, you have a man by the water, you also have the crossroads, you also have a cross and the moon. Top of the fox comes in the anchor. Top of the child comes the railroad. Then in comes the wine on top of the gentleman. On top of the path card comes the order. On top of the cross comes in the park. On top of the moon comes the snake in reverse. I think the card flipped. Okay. Hear little kids crying in the background. They're not mine. They're kids outside that are playing, hollering. All right. Pretty much, Miss Samara, looking at everything, they're talking about where things stand with your move, with things like that. Okay, here's the situation. We have the whole situation with the brother that is being dealt with at this time. and that's what they want to talk about and how the outcome is. So in comes the fox. When the fox comes in, this is like someone being mischievous, someone who doesn't necessarily have someone doesn't like they're playing with your emotions. They're playing with a situation that affects you. Now, not just that, in comes the anchor. And it's this anchor says an anchor denotes successful ventures in a business and love and surrounded by certain numbers. It says like 11, 13, 29, 30, 31, 35, breach of trust. And it says near a dog, fidelity of the one you love. So, and then, so they're talking about with your brother, there needs to be some type of communication. It says birds bring a message of cheer. If this card falls distance, it's not clear. Whatever the outcome remains without fear. Woes will be brief when this bird disappears. So they're like literally things will go ahead and start to get balanced out if you guys can be able to speak because you know, he needs to move on, yes, but he needs to be truthful with you about what he wants to see happen instead of playing games. Let's be honest. Like, if you don't want me here anymore, then say that you don't want me here anymore. But let's be able to communicate about it. Yes, your brother. And so let's be able to communicate about it. We're supposed to be adults instead of being children. Like, we're supposed to be adults about the situation. And then in comes literally the boy, the child in a reverse position. This is someone that's being very immature, playing games with the situation instead of being honest about things, right? So this person needs to be honest and open about the situation because, you know, this will put a hankering on your relationship because the heart is coming in a reverse position. And then in comes, this is the two of clubs. And this also talks about, so the clubs deal with, creation and growth, and in order for this to grow and in order for us to continue to be, you know, open and communicative and to communicate in our relationship and our, then we need to be open. And it says the railroad forecast a long journey if near, the number 44, but I do see that your brother's journey will take place. And it says a serious accident if near the number 29 or a robbery. I don't see the number 29 coming out. However, I do feel for whatever reason that yes, he will take a move. Yes, there'll be a journey. However, I feel like there also has to deal with a female that is also in his ear telling him like what to do, what not to do, that kind of a situation. And it's just like he needs, and in a sense, he needs to grow up here, to be honest. Now, in also comes the gentleman, and this is, like I said, this is your brother, so this is confirmation. He does love you, and he wants what's best for you. And he feels like if he can just push you, you know, like they're showing me, push the bird out of the cave or push the bird up out of the nest, then she'll be able to fend for herself. It's like they want alone time, but at the same time say that versus making me feel some sort of way. Literally, because there is a lady here that doesn't have, so I feel like, and she's attached to him, and I feel like this is somebody that he's with that doesn't agree with you constantly being there. Yes, it's fine for a little bit, but it's become like it's worn its energy out. And then the wine comes in the middle, says wine is the symbol of cheerfulness and deity. So they want happiness and joy in their relationship, and right now it feels like there's a strife there because in a sense family is all in their business instead of really, you know, them allowing them to do whatever on. She says, my sister passed and he has been older brother, but distant. Okay, so once again, so this older brother is being very childish and he needs to be truthful with himself. And the female energy here, it's somebody that he, either if he's dating somebody or somebody that he's in a relationship with, something having to do with him, but he is making you feel some sort of way. But I feel, like I said, I feel somebody whispering in his ear about what he should do next instead of him being truthful with what he knows should be done, right? Then in comes many paths are getting ready to come up for you, and they will be good energy. There will be goodness that comes to you, but it's time. They're showing me many paths are coming for you, and then in also comes the order says denote honor and recognition of labor, and it says a sure sign of business. So they say successful business, successful situations coming out, and then in comes the flower, but the flower is in reverse, And it says happiness anew from a flower scent. The outlook for you means encouragement. Days will be filled with pleasures come true. Fate has so willed the best unto you. However, you know, it's easy, it's in reverse. So yes, they want something good for you. However, it's going to be a better situation if you just tell your brother exactly how you feel and exactly how, you know, how this whole situation is making you feel, so that there's no bad beef between you guys when he leaves or whatever, that you guys could be open and communicate about, you know, how you guys both feel. And look, it's like one of those things, let's be honest and truthful, so that, look, I know that you're going to leave. I don't want things to be left being sour. I want you to leave and be happy. I'm going to be happy. It's about that time anyway, right? So let's leave things on a high note instead of a low note. In comes the cross. When the cross comes in, this is literally about digging deeper into this relationship, especially on an emotional base. And so all this has to deal with emotional. It also deals with the fire, when the fire element itself, especially dealing with the clubs. This is about energy growth. This is about, in order to have that energy growth, we need to deal with the way that we feel, right? So this cross is like digging deeper into how you guys feel about situations. And not just that, the park comes in and says the park foretells a new love when very near, if distant false friends. And this is more so, you and your brother need to be communicate about those things in which still tie you two together, right? You guys are still going to be brothers and sisters no matter what. And it's really, you know, yes, he loves you. However, you know, it's like, in a sense, like, don't be false, don't be fake. And that's what they're talking about. Don't be fake. Let's dig a little bit deeper, because this relationship truly is always going to be there. Blood is always thicker than water, you know. And it says, the fish when swim near in an ocean vast, prospects are clear for a fortune amassed. If fish swim away, hopes are battered, cheer turns to dismay, and dreams are shattered. So literally, let's end things on a high note when it comes to your brother. Let him move, let him be happy with whatever situation, instead of, you know, him feeling like he's done you wrong or whatever, or, you know, or having to push you out the house in a sense, instead of just being honest, right? But I feel like, and what I see is like a new house is getting ready to come for you. I feel like a new place, a new apartment, and it's just, you just need to just leave before it gets any worse in that kind of situation. The moon comes in, and the hearts, and this is literally where, balancing out the heart, your emotions, and understanding that yes, there is light at the end of the tunnel, but not just is there light at the end of the tunnel, but pay attention to your intuition, pay attention to different things that are, you know, set for you to deal with, is what they're showing me. And be fluidic with it. Don't feel like you're stuck in a situation, but, you know, allow positive energy to be around you. The snake is coming in a reverse position. It says the snake indicates enmity and calamities, and a degree of which is governed by the distance of the card from the person. So this is where there's emotional distress, and where you need to deal with it, whether if it's with family, if it's with yourself, if it's with your brother, whatever the situation is, we need to deal with it, okay? Because I don't want you to get bit by the snake, because it can take you down a depressive state. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on with family, but you want to deal with that. She says, I live with my sons, but yes, moving, my angels told me to. Yes, you got to move. It's about that time. So my nephew is suffering emotionally. Whatever the situation is, there's some depression that needs to be handled. Emotions need to be balanced and get things back on track. In also comes the anchor. This is literally about balancing the mind, body, soul, heart, and spirit. And then in comes the letter in a reverse position. And this is literally about communication. It says the surprise letter from a place remote brings good news from a friend who wrote. If the words portend a stormy sky, sadness will soon much intensify. This is really about dealing with your emotions and needing to communicate about them, especially, like I said, when it comes to your brother. It's like, don't let him go with a negative vibe about the situation, but allow yourself to move on from that, you know, heal from that, allow some healing to take place, because it is time for healing. It's time to get you balanced and not to be put in that same situation. So, you know, I feel that it's time for you to have your own place, you know, even if it's a little one bedroom. I think it's about that time for things to start to happen for you, instead of you feeling like you're stuck or you have to be here or there. You know, don't be in the same situation. If you're living with your son, make it a temporary situation so that you will eventually have your own place and you don't have to necessarily constantly feel like you have to move from place to place because this or that. No, I want you to, it's about you, time for you to be happy in your life. Okay? Time to be happy in your life. So thank you so much for allowing me to read for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And then until later on tonight, if I don't come on tonight, catch me tomorrow or Sunday. It's up to you. But thank you guys for joining me for Friday Coffee with EvaMarie, Coffee and Tarot with EvaMarie. I'm going to try to do it every Friday morning before noon. So it's going to be Friday morning Coffee with EvaMarie. And we're going to be doing tarot. So it's Coffee Tarot, where we just kind of talk about everything and between here and there, nothing particular, and just getting those questions answered. So if this is your first time seeing me or for tuning in, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. If you are watching on YouTube, please subscribe and like my channel and ring the notification bells so that you will be notified the next time I go live. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And until we meet again, don't hesitate to reach out. You guys can catch me at www.shamanicphoenixguidance.com. Catch my Facebook page at Shamanic Phoenix Guidance by EvaMarie, or my group I run, which is Shamanic Phoenix Guidance Readings and Mediumship. You guys can always send me a friend request. I do try to accept them, or follow me because I think my numbers are getting up there. So I'm not sure if I can accept very many more friend requests. However, thank you guys so much for tuning in. It has truly been my pleasure to be here with you this Friday afternoon. And check me out tonight. If you guys don't see me tonight, like my page so at least you can see the next time I go live for a chance to get your free reading. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Until we meet again, many blessings. Aho, sending you guys out light, love, and blessings and healing. Aho. Thank you guys so much. Many blessings. Have a good night.